We remind you to pay attention while you enjoy your time at David Story Field. Time for our ceremonial first pitch, and for the ceremonial first pitch tonight, it is the Castle Rock High School boys head basketball coach, and I've been told James Montgomery's best friend, Andrew Johnson. Give him a hand. All right, coach, show us how it's done. That's money right there. Andrew Johnson. Give it up for him one more time. All right, fans, it's time to meet tonight's starting lineup. First, for the visiting Portland Pickles. All right, fans, it's time to meet tonight. Magdaleno. Leading off, the designated hitter number 9, Takatoshi Kasai. Batting second, the left fielder number 18, Keith Jones II. Batting third, the catcher number 27, Michael Campagna. Well, I promise you that's not me. Okay, let's try that again. Batting fourth, the first baseman number 15, Jacob Jablonski. Batting fifth, the second baseman number 1, Eddie Saldivar Jr. Batting sixth, the right fielder number 30, Nick Upstill. Batting seventh, the center fielder number 29, Tyler Stancato. And batting eighth, the third baseman number 3, Peyton Allen. And finally, batting ninth, the shortstop number 31, Joseph Rodriguez. Starting on the mound for the Pickles tonight, number 25, Cade Reitzenstein. And now the starting lineup for your Cowlitz Black Bears. The starters as announced by head coach Alan Embry. Leading off, the left fielder from Gonzaga University, number 17, Sam Canton. Batting second, the shortstop from Gonzaga University, number 3, Brock Bozette. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 13, from Utah Valley University. He is your RBI king, Callan Pulversack. Batting fourth, the third baseman from the University of Washington, number 38, Nick Hovland. Batting fifth, the center fielder from the University of Hawaii, number 26, Ben Ziegler. Batting sixth, the first baseman from Western Oregon University, number 47, John Nople Olsen. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 2 from Central Arizona, Louis Albrecht. Batting eighth, the second baseman from the University of Nevada, number 32, Seth Sweetchick. And batting ninth, the right fielder from the University of San Diego, number 28, Austin Smith. And starting on the mound for the Black Bears tonight, the left-hander out of the University of Portland, number 29, Ryan Rampiz. All right, fans, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by 2 lovely ladies. It's Laura and Courtney.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
An amazing rendition from Laura and Courtney. Give it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities are done. The only thing left is to play ball.
It's a beautiful Tuesday evening in Longview, Washington, as the Cowlitz Black Bears are fighting for their playoff hopes here with 6 games left to go in the regular season. Cowlitz has won 4 out of their last 5 series, trying to make that 5 out of 6 as they welcome in the Portland Pickles to Story Field for a 3-game set. A win tonight for Portland, and they would clinch a playoff spot in next week's 2022 West Coast League playoffs. 6 games left to go here in the regular season, and a lot on the line here this week from Story Field. It's game number 1 between the Portland Pickles and the Cowlitz Black Bears, and it's here from Longview. Welcome in to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Brennan Riley again set to bring you all 9 and maybe even more on your Tuesday evening. Second time that these two sides are facing off against each other. These two teams faced off at Walker Stadium back from July 5th to July 7th, where Portland took the first 2 games of that series. Cowlitz taking the third game, being able to salvage a game in that 3-game set. Portland outscored the Black Bears 10-5 in that series. You had a 5-1 final, a 3-0 shutout win for Portland, then a 4-2 win for Cowlitz in game number 3. And tonight they'll be turning the ball over to the Portland pilot, Ryan Rembiz. He's making his 6th start this year for the Woodinville, Washington native, of a 5.59 ERA. 2-2, 22 2/3 innings pitched, 27 hits, 18 runs to 15 earned with 7 walks to 26 strikeouts. Last time he threw was last Wednesday in Wenatchee. Went 4 innings, allowing 2 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Did come in relief against the Pickles back on July 5th. Went 2 2/3, 3 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts for him. Today's going up against 5 lefties, 2 switch hitters, and 2 righties in this lineup for the Portland Pickles and Mark Magdaleno this evening. Takatoshi Kasai leads things off. Keith Jones batting second. Michael Campagna in the 3-hole. Jacob Jablonski does the cleanup duties with Eddie Saldivar Jr. batting 5th. Nick Upstill bats 6th with Kyler Stancato in the 7-hole. Peyton Allen and Joseph Rodriguez, who's making his debut, is in the 9-hole. First pitch from Ryan Rembiz to Kasai is a fastball in the outside corner for strike number 1, and we're off and running at 6:40 p.m. this evening from Longview. A beautiful night and a beautiful day. 80 degrees with sunny skies and winds out of the west-northwest at 4 miles per hour. The 0-1 on the inside corner from Rembiz. It's quickly 0-2. Ryan Rembiz here at home this season has made 3 appearances, 1 start, and 2 relief outings. 4 1/3 with a 14.54 ERA. The pitch, a fastball slapped high in the air to shallow left center. On the run is Sam Cann. The Bulldog will take charge, and he'll make the grab for out number 1, as we can give you the Black Bears defensive alignment this evening. Left to right in the outfield, Sam Canton, Ben Ziegler, and Austin Smith. Left to right across the infield, Nick Hovland at third. Brock Bozette gets the nod at short. Seth Sweetchick back in after having the day off on Sunday. He's in at second with John Olson playing first. And Louis Albrecht, the battery mate here this evening to Ryan Rembiz. 1 out and nobody on for Keith Jones in the top of the first inning. The first pitch is a fastball, misses high and in for ball number 1 on the initial offering from Rembiz. But the 4 1/3 with the 14.54 ERA. 8 runs, 7 earned. Majority of those coming in 2 outings as the 1 out. A chopper back up the middle. Sweetchick is able to field it, but he ends up bobbling it. And so Keith Jones will be the first base runner of the evening. We'll have to see how they score that. It's going to be a tough play up the middle with the speed of Jones. But they're going to call an error on Seth Sweetchick. That will be the first error of the ball game. Cowlitz's 60th year this summer. Cowlitz coming into tonight with a .966 fielding percentage, good for 7th in the West Coast League. Here's Michael Campagna with 1 out and runner over at first as the catcher digs in. First of the 2 righties in this lineup today for Portland. Lefty on righty matchup. First pitch from Rembiz. It's a fastball that misses outside for ball number 1. We can give you the umpires here this evening on the base pass. It'll be Billy Yeager, and calling balls and strikes, it's Andrew Mervin. Campagna, the San Francisco Don, digs in, hitting .360 on the summer with 6 doubles and 7 home runs as he takes a quick look over at first. Jones back in with a dive. Jones 7 for 10 on stolen base attempts this year for the New Mexico State product. Michael Campagna, 2 for 4 with 2 walks back on Sunday against Ben. A good weekend for him against the Elks. 7 for 12 with 4 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch. He chases a high fastball and comes up empty. Counts even a ball and a strike. Both teams wearing green jerseys today. Portland going with green jerseys with Portland across the chest in white with navy blue caps and stirrups here today with the gray pants. Black Bears wearing their green jerseys that they wore back on Sunday with the clawed baseball over the left side of the chest and the green caps to go along with white pants. The 1-1. Upstairs with the heater from Rembiz, it's 2 balls and a strike. Campagna has reached in 17 straight games. Last time he didn't reach was that game number 3 between these two sides back on July 7th. Went 2 for 6 in that first series with a home run and 4 RBIs for him. Rembiz comes set of the belt. We'll take another look over at first with Jones back in with Olsen holding him on over at first. Looking elsewhere in the division today, Wenatchee and Yakima Valley, they start off a 3-game set in Yakima. Bend and Corvallis. Corvallis has won 14 straight coming into the final week of the regular season. They're hosting the Bend Elks, and then Ridgefield in Walla Walla, the 2-1. Breaking ball. Just misses. A little high and outside. 3-1 now the count here to Campania. 32 walks to 19 strikeouts on the year for the San Diego native. Right now, the South Division of the West Coast League, you have Corvallis at 36-12. Portland 4 games back with Ridgefield in third, 6.5 back as a 3-1. There goes the runner. It's popped up high in the air to straightaway center, rather on the right side. There's Seth Sweetchick. He makes the grab for out number 2. And that ball, a major league pop-up off of the bat of Campania. But he pops out to Seth Sweetchick. There's now 2 gone for Jacob Jablonski.
Batting the first baseman, number 15.
Well, you keep looking. Then there's Bend, who has that 4th playoff spot right now. They are 10 games back of Corvallis. Yakima Valley sits 2 games back of that last playoff spot with Cowlitz. A game and a half behind Yakima Valley as the first pitch to Jablonski's fouled off on the right side. It's 0-1. Jablonski, the switch hitter, digging in from the right side for the junior from Cal State Chico. A 281 hitter, 7 doubles, 5 home runs, and 27 RBIs. Picked up RBI number 27 back in the Sunday 6-2 victory to take the series against the Elks. As another look over at first as Jones back in. This Pickles team helping out the Black Bears who are trying to chase Ben. Cowlitz has not made the playoffs since 2012. Right now trying to change that here in 2022. The southpaw from the University of Portland sent the 0-1. Fastball dots the outside corner. It's 0-2. Jablonski, over his last 5 games, hitting 300, 6 for 20 with a hit coming in 4. 3 for 13 weekend against the Elks for the Palmdale, California native. Here's the 0-2. There goes the runner. It's called on the outside corner for strike number 3. Beautiful backdoor breaking ball from Ryan Rembiz. Freezes Jacob Jablonski as Rembiz able to get around a 1-out error. No runs on no hits. 1 error and 1 runner left on base for the Pickles through half an inning here in Longview. No score between Cowlitz and Portland. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
The season is winding down fast. In fact, let me get serious with you for a second. We've got 2 home games left after today, and we want you here for both of them. The fun's not over. We've still got a lot to play for and some exciting promotions on those final 2 days. Tomorrow, the final Fiber Family Wednesday of the season. Show your Fiber Federal Credit Union card at the ticket booth for $5 off your ticket price. And then stop by the Fiber Federal booth to enter.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
No scores. We go to the bottom of the first here at Story Field between Cowlitz and Portland. Cade Reitzenstein, the right-hander from Clark College, will be getting the ball, his first start, and his 6th overall appearance this summer for the Portland Pickles, a 2-flat ERA over 9 innings. Still deal with Sam Cann to lead things off for the Black Bears. Here's the first pitch. It's a fastball called on the outside corner for strike number 1. Reitzenstein from Vancouver, 7 hits, 5 runs, only 2 of those earned, with 1 walk and 10 strikeouts, as it looks like we are going to have an early substitution. So Joseph Rodriguez will make his way to the bullpen. He is a pitcher by trade, And that might have just been a move there by Mark Magdaleno in order to get Rodriguez on the playoff roster, as now Jose Ruiz takes over for him at second. Here's the 0-1. Fastball hit right to Ruiz and over his head, and it's down and into the gap for a base hit. Canton rounding first and on his way for second. The center fielder Stancano bobbles it, but now he'll get it back in. It's a leadoff double for Sam Canton, his fourth on the year, and the Black Bears have a runner in scoring position here early on in the bottom of the first.
Is going to make another donation to the Lower Columbia Community Action Program.
So a quick start for the Black Bears here against Cade Reitzenstein, as Brock Bozette will dig in from the right side. No outs, a runner on at second. Black Bears trying to jump over the Pickles here early on, who come into today with a 3.46 ERA, good for third in the West Coast League. Reitzenstein, his last appearance back on July 28th against Walla Walla, picked up a 9-out save. The first pitch, Bozette shows bunt, pulls it back. As the pitch comes high and in, they check to see if he appealed. Billy Eager said he got it back in time. So 1 ball and no strikes to Brock Bozette, who was hit in the chest on a bunt attempt back on Sunday. He was also hit in the head back on Saturday against Nanaimo. Black Bears taking game number 3 against Nanaimo, 8-2. Cade McGee, 8+ innings, allowing only 5 hits and 2 runs while striking out 10. The 1-out of Bozette fouls it straight back. Counts even at 1-1. Reitzenstein at Clark this past year, a 1.10 ERA over 57 1/3 innings. Went 6-1, 12 appearances, 6 starts for the Clark Penguins. And now he's playing for his Clark head coach, Mark Magdaleno, for the Portland Pickles this summer. Reitzenstein comes set at the belt, takes a look back at second. Here's the 1-1. Bozette shows bunt once again. He pops it up straight back to the pitcher. Reitzenstein will make the grab for out number 1. So the sacrifice attempt for Bozette does not work, as now a runner still stands on second. That'll bring Callan Haverson to the plate. Reitzenstein made his first appearance on June 1st against Nanaimo, where he went 1 inning, 4 hits, 5 runs, 2 earned and 1 strikeout. Those 2 earned runs are the only runs he's given up this year. His next appearance didn't come until July 5th against Cowlitz, where he went 3 innings, 2 hits, and 3 strikeouts against the Black Bears. Here's Callan Halverson. He digs in from the right side with 1 out and a runner on at second in Canton. First pitch. Fastball misses inside for ball number 1 to the Black Bears' designated hitter. We can give you the Pickles defensive alignment. Left to right in the outfield, it goes Keith Jones the second, Kyler Stancato, and Nick Upstill. Peyton Allen at third, Jose Ruiz, who just came in for Joseph Rodriguez. He's at short. Eddie Saldivar Jr. at second, with Jacob Jablonski at first. And Michael Campagna, who just went out to talk to the starter today, Cade Reitzenstein, is the battery mate. Black Bears with 74 runs over their last 7 games, including an 18-0 bashing of Nanaimo back on Friday, in which Cowlitz set their franchise single-game record in runs. Quick look back at second on the pump fake from Reitzenstein has Canton diving back in after his leadoff double, his 4th of the year. Callan Halverson, the franchise single-season record holder in RBIs, trying to add to his 37 on the campaign. He has a plus count up 1-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, calling for strike number 1. Since these two teams last faced off, Portland has gone 14-5, while the Black Bears have gone 9-9. Portland has 4 sweeps in their last 7 series. They've also been swept by Corvallis, and they took 2 of 3 over the weekend against the Bend Elks. The 1-1 to Halverson is a breaking ball, chopped to the third baseman. Allen has it on the forehand. His throw over to first is in the dirt. A nice pick by Jablonski. Halverson's out, but now advancing the third on the throw is Sam Cann, as he's in there with a head-first dive. So Cann advances up to third. He stands 90 feet away now after the ground out by Callan Halverson. Now bring up Nick Hovland. So 2 gone now for the Black Bears' third baseman. Coming off a 5-for-12 weekend against Nanaimo, including a grand slam that he had back in his first at-bat on Friday. Trying to add to his 22 RBIs here in 2022, with Cann standing over at third. 2 outs, the first pitch. Hovland chases a breaking ball outside for strike number 1. Cowlitz has won 4 out of their last 5 series after they went through a stretch of 9 series without picking up a series win. This Black Bears team has been able to turn it around over these last 3 weeks, really since the start of that Port Angeles series. The pitch, a hard chopper right to the third baseman, Allen. He has it again. His throw across the diamond is in time for out number 3. And Cade Reitzenstein able to work around a leadoff double by Sam Ken as the Black Bears go down in order after that. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for Cowlitz. So through an inning, no score in game number 1 between Portland and Cowlitz. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com. Member NCUA.
First pitch to Eddie Saldivar Jr. is fouled straight back. For strike number 1 as we're in the top of the second inning here in Longview. No score between the Pickles and the Black Bears. Both teams getting runners on in their first innings, but Ryan Remba is able to work around a error as the 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that misses inside, and it looks like it hit Saldivar. It was a late call there from home plate umpire Andrew Mervin, but Saldivar had already started making his way down to the first base bag, so the leadoff man is on for Portland in the top of the second inning, as now they'll bring in the right fielder, Nick Upstill. Upstill digs in from the left side, no outs, a runner over at first. As the sophomore from Huntington Beach awaits the first pitch, he shows bunt as the runner goes, and it's fouled straight back for strike number 1. Pickles trying to get some small ball going here early on. Saldivar over at first, took off. 6 for 9 on stolen bases for the Long Beach State Dirtbags standing over at first. Here's Nick Upstill down on the count. 0-1 for the sophomore from San Francisco State, the D2 school. .318 average over 34 games with 8 doubles, a home run, and 25 RBIs. The 0-1 cut on and missed. It's 0-2 here quickly. 9 walks to 13 strikeouts for Upstill this season. 0-2 back on Saturday in the 17-16 marathon win for the Pickles in game number 2 against Bend in Bend. Rembis comes set of the belt. His 0-2. Breaking ball misses just down and away, skips away from Louis Albrecht, but not far enough for Eddie Saldivar to advance. It's now a ball and 2 strikes. Albrecht getting away with one there. Upstill has reached in his last 4 games. 1 for 5 in the series against Bend, hitting below the Mendoza line. Over his last 5, hitting 188 the pitch. He fouls one off down the left field line, and will do it again. First series against Cowlitz, he went 3 for 6 with a double and a walk. Portland taking 2 of 3 in that series. The Black Bears at home this year at 12-12, while Portland is 14-9 away from Walker Stadium. The 1-2, there goes Saldivar, and it's fought off straight back as the hit and run was put into effect with 2 strikes. But for the second time this inning, Saldivar will have to make his way back over towards first. Portland at 31-15 for a long time in the second half. Their only loss came against this Cowlitz Black Bears team. 1-2 once again. A breaking ball just misses high and in. Counts even at 2-2. the playoff picture coming into this evening starting to come into shape a little bit. The 2-2. There goes the runner once again. This time it's pumped up down the left field line. Nick Hovland, the third baseman, will make the grab in fair territory. He'll throw it all the way over to first, but Saldivar's back in. But it's a pop out for Nick Upstill as he's out number one in this top of the second inning. Is now Kyler Stancato. Well, a center fielder will dig in from the left side with one out and a runner over at first in a scoreless ball game. In the South Division, the playoff picture looks like this. It would be Corvallis and Bend, the 1-4 seeds, with Corvo taking the first half and on their way a good chance to take the second half. That would be a best of three. And then it would be this Portland Pickles team in the Ridgefield Raptors. First pitch to Kyler Stancato. Misses just low for ball number one. Portland and win today, they would clinch a playoff spot. They're hoping the Bend Elks can help them out. Coming into tonight, Portland 2 games back in the second half of Corvallis. The 1-0 pitch, a line drive in the left center. It's down for a base hit. Ziegler misplays it as going first to third is Saldivar. As now he gets it back in to Seth Sweetchick at second, but it's a 1-out single for Kyler Stancato, and that puts runners on the corners as Portland now threatens in the top of the second inning. A good piece of hitting there by the center fielder, Kyler Stancato, who's now reached in his last 9 games for the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunner. And now the first RBI opportunity of the day comes to Peyton Allen for this Portland Pickles team. 6-2 winners back on Sunday in the rubber game. 17-16 on Saturday, winning their last 2. First pitch from Rembiz. Allen shows bunt. Did he offer? No, he did not, says Billy Yeager, the base umpire this evening. So it's ball number 1 as that pitch dropped a little too far below the zone there from Rembiz, who's trying to work out of this jam in the top of the second inning. He's got the 8 and 9 hitters, and Allen and Ruiz due up here. Here's the 1-0. Another bunt attempt. Pulled back as the fastball misses high. 2 balls and no strikes now for Rembiz. The control, a little bit of an issue for Rembiz back in Wenatchee. Only lasted 4 innings, going 84 pitches. Black Bears ended up winning the game he started by a final score of 10-4, but Rembiz did not qualify for the win. Look over at first as Stancato back in. Saldivar watching over at third as Peyton Allen, the Fresno State Bulldog, awaits the 2-0. 42nd game for him this summer, hitting .227, 4 doubles, a home run, and 15 RBIs. Well, 1 for 5 with a strikeout back on Sunday, the 2-0. Another bunt attempt pulled back as the fastball runs outside. 3-0 now the count here to Peyton Allen, who's reached in his last 4. 3-game hit streak as well for the Visalia, California native. Good lead over at first for Stancato. Here's the 3-0. There's a strike right down Broadway. It's 3-1 from the heater from Rembiz. Jose Ruiz stands in the on-deck circle, the UCSB Gaucho. Here's the 3-1. He shows bunt once again, pulls it back once again, but this one's in there for a strike. And now it's a full count. Rembiz 1 pitch away from possibly getting out of this inning, but he'll take a strikeout here of Peyton Allen. Hovland playing even with the bag at third, the middle infield playing back, and Olsen holding on the runner at first. There goes the runner as the payoff pitch misses high and in for ball number 4, and that will load the bases for Jose Ruiz. So the fastball getting away there from Rembiz. The bases are now full of Pickles here in this top of the second inning. Jose Ruiz, the Bakersfield, California native, will dig in from the right side with the RBI opportunity. 173 hitter for the UCSB Gaucho. So he awaits the first pitch. Here it is. It's a fastball. Gets it off the end of the bat in a straightaway center. Ziegler charging in. He'll make the grab. Tagging from third is the runner Saldivar. It's a good throw. It's cut off as now Saldivar's kind of run down. The throw goes to Hovland. He applies the tag but drops the baseball with Saldivar going back to the third base bag. And Hovland, it popped out of his glove when he went to apply the tag. Saldivar will be safe, but now there's 2 away and the bases still remain loaded. Oh, boy. Saldivar was caught in no man's land halfway between third and home. It was a strong throw right on the money to the cutoff man, and John Olson from Ben Ziegler, the center fielder, and the Black Bears almost had a double play to get it themselves out of it. But now that'll bring up the top of the order.
Number 17, Evan Cloyd.
And it'll be another pinch hitter. It'll be Evan Cloyd pinch hitting for Takatoshi Kasai. Rembes steps off and will reset as Evan Cloyd, the Cal Poly product, will dig in from the right side. First plate appearance for him today after Kasai flew out to lead off the game. 2 outs and the bases loaded in the top of the second inning. First pitch from Rembes is a backdoor breakable that misses a little low for ball number 1. So already 2 substitutions as Mark Magdaleno making sure that he has his guys ready for the playoffs and eligible for the playoffs. 1-0. Cut on and miss. Rembes rearing back and firing the fastball in. Cloyd can't catch up. And now the count's 1-1. Cloyd at 1 for 2. Back on Saturday in the 17-16 win. The 1-1, a breaking ball, a soft pop-up towards Bozette at short. He reaches the glove out, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Big play there by Brock Bozette. That ball looked like it might have been in no man's land, but he's able to get Ryan Rembes out of a bases-loaded jam here in the top of the second inning. Portland, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded through an inning and a half here at Story Field. We remain scoreless between Portland and Cowlitz. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
40 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Ben Ziegler lead things off for the Black Bears in the bottom of the second inning against Cade Reitzenstein. First pitch from the right-hander has fouled off down the left field line for strike number 1. Here to Ben Ziegler. Ben Ziegler, John Olson, and Louis Albrecht, 5, 6, and 7 for Cowlitz here today. Ziegler down in the count 0-1 here against Reitzenstein. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball over the horn of the plate. It's 0-2. Ziegler 3 for 5 with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. Back on Sunday for the Hawaii Rainbow Warrior, hitting .358 this summer over 35 games. He's got to protect the 0-2 pitch, and he's able to spoil one off to the backstop, and will do it again. 8 doubles, 2 home runs, and 24 RBIs for the Hawaii native. A good weekend against Nanaimo, going 6 for 9 with 5 walks and 4 RBIs. First on the team in average with that .358 clip. Here's the 0-2 once again, and it's a fastball that runs high and away for ball number 1. 21 walks to 28 strikeouts for Ziegler, holds a .458 OBP. Leads the team in that category, as well as slugging with a .475 clip, OPS at .933, but also strikeouts with 28. The 1-2. Too far outside. Counts even at 2-2. Black Bears got their leadoff man in the bottom of the first, Sam Canton, on. Callis trying to ride the momentum of escaping a bases-loaded jam in the top half of this inning. The 2-2 pitch, a fastball, inside-out swing as it's popped up in a shallow left. Jose Ruiz taking charge. He'll make the grab for out number 1. Evan Cloyd, who pinched hit for Takatoshi Kasai, is doing the designated hitting for Portland now, so no defensive changes other than Jose Ruiz coming in for Joseph Rodriguez after the first pitch to Sam Canton in the bottom of the first. John Olson will dig in from the right side, the Portland native, with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the second inning. No score here in the first of 3 this week between these two sides. First pitch to Olson on the outside corner for strike number 1. Olson this summer, 34th game for him, hitting .322, has reached in his last 17 as the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball, just misses low, evens at the count at 1-1, and Olson with a 16-game hit streak as well. That hit streak started against Bend back towards the end of July. It ran all the way through the Canada trip against this Portland Pickles team the first time as the 1-1, a high chopper back up the middle. To his left is Ruiz, throw across his body, and the stretch by Jablonski. And they're going to say the ball skipped out of the glove of the first baseman, Jablonski. So John Olson will reach over at first here with 1 out. We're going to have to see how they call that. It looks like they're going to call it an error.
And now batting the catcher from Central
Going to see if this be on Ruiz or Jablonski. It's going to tough play, and they are going to call it an error on Ruiz. So an E6 allows John Olson to reach, as it will be Louis Albrecht, the catcher, to dig in from the right side. 1 out and a runner over at first. Cowlitz with now their second base runner of the day, standing over at first in John Olson. Louis Albrecht awaits the first pitch with Reitzenstein working out of the stretch. First pitch. It's a fastball popped up behind home plate. Campagna late jump on it as this one will drop down for strike number 1. I don't think Campagna thought that ball had a chance of staying in play. Was slow coming out of the crouch, but it ends up falling to the turf. It's 0-1 now here to Louis Albrecht. Will be the mainstay catcher going forward after Alec Arnone played his last game for the Black Bears back on Sunday. Louis down on the count, 0-1, 1 for 3 on Saturday against Nanaimo in his last start. Pitch, a breaking ball. Shoots this one into right for a base hit. Olson will stop at second, and a seeing eye single for Louis Albrecht, as now 2 have reached in a row as Cowlitz picks up their second hit. And Louis Albrecht a hit in his last 3 games. Now bring in Seth Sweetchick with the RBI opportunity. Runners on first and second with 1 out in the bottom of the second for Seth Sweetchick.
From the University of Nevada, number 32, Seth Sweetchick.
Last played on Saturday, going 2 for 5 with an RBI and 2 strikeouts for the Nevada Wolfpack. First multi-hit game for him this summer, back in that 12-9 loss for Cowlitz. He awaits the first pitch from Reitzenstein. Here it is. It's a fastball that just misses off the inside corner for ball number 1 to the Black Bears' second baseman, hitting just below the Mendoza line at 196, but has been seeing the ball very well over this past week, hitting .313, 5 for 16 in his last 5 games. Olson a lead off of second, the 1-0. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Sweetchick thought about it for a second, but able to lay off, but it's called a strike anyway. 3 for 9 in the first 2 games of the series against Nanaimo with a pair of RBIs for Sweetchick. Picked up his first RBI a week ago in Wenatchee with a 2 RBI double. Pitch down and away with the heater. It's 2-1. Cowlitz, a .280 team average, good for 4th in the West Coast League coming into tonight. 292 strikeouts as a lineup as well. That's the least in the West Coast League. Tough to strike out this Black Bears lineup. See the ball very well, put a lot of balls in play as a 2-1. Sweetchick out in front of a slider. It's 2-2. Seth an RBI in 4 out of his last 5. 0 for 6 with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts in the first series between these two. Reitzenstein's 2-2. A breaking ball, a chopper to Allen at third. He'll step on the bag for one. The toss across the diamond is in time. And it's an inning-ending 5-3 double play as Cade Reitzenstein's able to dance around an error and a single from the 6 and 7 hitters for Cowlitz as the Black Bears no runs on one hit, one error, and they leave one runner left on base. Through 2 here in Longview. No score between Portland and Cowlitz. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Weather guard.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams.
Keith Jones the second to lead things off for the Pickles in the top of the third inning as Ryan Rembe is out for his third inning of work, escaping a bases-loaded jam in the top of the second inning. Lefty on lefty matchup. The first pitch is a fastball in the outside corner. Calling for strike number one here to Keith Jones. Reached on an error by the second baseman, Seth Sweetchick, to in the top of the first inning. Was the first base runner here today, the 0-1. It's a breaking ball, a tapper on the left side. Bozette charging in. He gloves it. The throw is not in time. An infield single for Keith Jones, who's now reached in 6 out of his last 7. As the leadoff man is on for the second straight inning for Portland. Now I'll bring up Michael Campagna. Jones now on for the second time today. Reached on that airbag in the first. Has not hit the ball past the middle infielders here today. He leads off of first here with no outs in the top of the third inning as Michael Campagna digs in. A pop out to Seth Sweetchick, his first time up. As Rembiz will take a look over at Jones, who's back in with a dive. Both these teams, playoff implications in this series. Portland the win tonight. They're in the playoffs. Cowlitz needs a win to try to keep pace against the Bend Elks. 3.5 games ahead of them, but they're in Corvallis this week as Rembiz another look over at first. Quick scoreboard update in the division. Corvallis up 2-0 in the bottom of the third at home against Bend. Wenatchee up 2-1 over at Yakima Valley, who are 2 games out of the playoffs and a game and a half up on the Black Bears. The first pitch is a fastball that misses just high and away for ball number 1 from Ryan Rembiz. And then Walla Walla, who's technically not out of it. They're hosting Ridgefield. They're up 1-0 at Burlesque Stadium. Springfield has been eliminated, though, from playoff contention. The 1-0. A little too far outside with the heater from Ryan Rembiz. 2-0 now the count. Here to Michael Campagna. Hitting .421 over his last 5 games. 8 for 19. Has reached in 17 straight, dating back to the final game of the first series between these two sides. Rembiz at the belt, the 2-0 pitch. A fastball sent high in the air to straightaway left, can back towards the track, towards the bullpen, and I'll make the grab just in front of the wall for out number 1. Tough to get one out here at Story Field, especially with the way the wind gusts here. A long fly out for Michael Campagna, and there's one gone for Jacob Jablonski. So Rembiz getting away with one there. Campania just missing it, as they'll bring in the first baseman, the switch hitter from the right side. One out, runner over at first and Jones. We'll have to see if he'll try to take off with 7 stolen bases and 10 tries. He has a good lead over at first. It's the first pitch, a line drive right at Bozette. He sits back on it, toss to second for one. The relay to first is not in time, but the Black Bears able to cut down Keith Jones, the lead runner, as Jablonski is now aboard on the 6-4 fielder's choice, and there's 2 away for Eddie Saldivar Jr. That one looked like it was hit a lot harder off the bat of Jablonski. We got it towards the end of the barrel. As now Eddie Saldivar Jr. was hit by a breaking ball back to lead off the second inning. Digs in from the left side. First pitch from Rembiz. Hits him once again in the front shoulder. So now Eddie Saldivar Jr. has been hit twice. And he will make his way down to first, and he'll put runners on first and second as Jablonski moves into scoring position. Now bring up Nick Upstill. Rembiz trying to bounce back from that hit by pinch as Upstill digs in. A pump out to Nick Hovland down the left field line, his first time up. The initial offering, a fastball hit hard down the right field line towards the corner, and it's going to end up just hooking foul. Upstill a millimeter ahead from that being an RBI double, potentially a 2 RBI double with the speed of Eddie Saldivar over at first, but it ends up a long strike number 1. Upstill, the sophomore from Huntington Beach, California, hitting .318, 8 doubles, and 25 RBIs. He's reached in his last 4 games. Despite a 1-for-5 series over the weekend in Bend, the 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that misses down and away. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Cowlitz looking to tie the season series with a win tonight. Portland trying to take a step closer from taking the season series. 1-1. Another breaker, misses low. Albrecht swallowing it up behind the plate. Plus count now for Upstill, up 2-1. 3 for 6 in that first series against the Black Bears. 35th game for him this summer. But over his last 10, a little bit of a cold stretch at the plate. Hitting right at the Mendoza line in his previous 10 coming into tonight. The 2-1. Fouled straight back, and the count's even at 2-2. So Rembiz trying to work out of trouble once again in this top of the third. Black Bears will bring 9-1-2 to the plate in the bottom half of the third inning. Rembiz in search of his first strikeout since he struck out Jacob Jablonski to end the bottom of the first. The 2-2 pitch, a chopper back up the middle. Bozette has it. His throw to first, and the backhand snag by Olsen is in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. So Portland get 3 on in the top of the third, but can't do anything with them once again as they score no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 2 runners left on base. We're through 2.5, no score here in game number 1 between Cowlitz and Portland. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
9-1-2 for the Black Bears. No score. Bottom three between Portland and Cowlitz. Austin Smith, the 9-hitter, digs in from the left side against Cades Reitzenstein. First pitch, Smith shows bunt and pulls it back as it misses low for ball number 1. Brendan Riley here on Mixlr.com and streaming live on YouTube as well here at Story Field. Pleasure to have you join me on your Tuesday evening. The 1-0. Fastball. This one a little too far outside. 2-0 now the count here to Austin Smith, the San Diego Toro, hitting .268 with 5 doubles and 12 RBIs for the freshman. Pitch. Fastball hit sharply, but right to the shortstop Ruiz. He has it. Will toss it across the diamond to first for out number 1. So hard contact off the bat of Austin Smith. But he rolls it right to Jose Ruiz on the worm burner, as now there's one gone for the top of the order, and Sam Canton. Black Bears have gotten a runner on in every inning so far today. Sam Kin, a leadoff double for him back in the bottom of the first inning. He ripped one to left center, picking up his 4th two-bagger on the year. He awaits the first pitch from Reitzenstein, working from the windup. The first pitch is a breaking ball that misses outside for ball number 1 from the Clark Penguin. Kin now a 6-game hit streak for the Gonzaga Bulldog, the 1-0. He takes low for ball number 2. So 5 pitches, 4 for balls, 1 for a strike and 1 out for Reitzenstein in his 3rd inning of work. The 2-0 pitch is cut on and missed. Canton a little far out in front. It's now 2-1. Canton leaving the yard at home for the first time back on Sunday. A solo shot to right. It's the 2-1 pitch, a fastball sent right back up the middle and through for a base hit. Sam Canton continues to swing a hot bat as he picks up his 13th multi-hit game of the year, as the Black Bears now have a runner on with 1 gone for Brock Bozette. Can get the fastball over the middle third and driving it right back up the middle. He's seeing the ball well, was hitting .400 over his last 5. Coming into tonight, he's now 10 for his last 22 at the plate. Here's Brock Bozette. A pop out on a bunt attempt for him, trying to move Can over to third back in the first. First pitch. It's called on the outside corner for strike number 1 in the initial offering. Here to Brock Bozette, hitting just above .300 at .303 with 5 doubles, 3 home runs, and 19 RBIs. Had a 7-for-10 weekend against Nanaimo. 0-1. Fouls it off on the right side. He's now got to protect down. No balls and 2 strikes. Bozette hitting .625 in his last 5 games. 10 for 16 with a hit coming in his last 3. He's reached in his last 7 as well, trying to make that 8 here today. Canton leads off of first with Jablonski holding him on. Here's the 0-2. It's a fastball that misses well high. Campagna came up and pump fake down to first with Can back in standing. Now ball and 2 strikes here to Bozette. 1 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch on Sunday. He was hit twice in the series, also walked twice, in addition to his 7 hits. The 1-2, a breaking ball. Bozette just able to fight it off, straight back, and we'll do it again. Callan Halverson, the designated hitter on deck for the Black Bears here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Callan's grounded into a inning-ending double play with 2 runners on back an inning ago. Both these teams have had multiple runners in scoring position early on. Black Bears have left 2 on, while Portland has left 6. 1-2 once again, cut on and missed for strike number 3. Reitzenstein rearing back and climbing the ladder on Bozette, who can't lay off. His first strikeout of the day, as now there's 2 gone for Callan Halverson.
And now batting your designated hitter number 13, Callan Halverson. short side.
Halverson trying to keep this inning going with Can standing over at first. Can has 2 of the Black Bears' 3 hits so far today. A ground out to Peyton Allen, the third baseman. First time up for Halverson. First pitch he sees. It's a sharply hit line drive right to Eddie Saldivar, who makes the grab on the backhand for out number 3. And the side is retired. Cowlitz, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base in the bottom of the third against Cade Reitzenstein. We're through 3 at Story Field. No score between Portland and Cowlitz. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Despite our best judgment,
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. U.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Kyler Stancato, Peyton Allen, and Jose Ruiz, 7, 8, and 9 for the Pickles in the top of the fourth. First pitch from Ryan Rembiz has Stancato showing bunt, pulls it back as the breaking ball misses inside for ball number 1. 5 hits combined for these two sides through the first 3 innings, with an error for each as well. The 1-0 pitch fouled straight back off of the bat of Stancato. Counts even at 1-1. A single for Stancato back in the second inning, in which the Pickles loaded the bases, but Ryan Rembiz able to work out of a bases-loaded jam. Stancato has now reached in his last 9, extended his hit streak to 6 games as a 1-1. A breaking ball drops in on the outside corner. It's a ball and 2 strike to the Glendale, Arizona native, hitting .250 on the year, 8 doubles, 2 home runs, and 17 RBIs. Multi-hit game on Sunday for him. His 9th on the year, going 2 for 3. The 1-2 pitch, a breaking ball ripped right to Seth Sweetchick at second. He'll toss over to John Olson at first for out number 1. So a good start to the top of the fourth inning for Ryan Rembiz after Portland got their leadoff man on in the second and third. Now there's one away for the third baseman, Peyton Allen. A walk on a full count that loaded the bases for Allen back in that second. The sophomore from Fresno State hitting .227. First pitch from Rembiz misses outside for ball number 1. Allen has now reached in his last 5. 3-game hit streak coming into tonight, picking up 3 hits against the Bend Elks. The pitch, a beautiful backdoor breaking ball on the outside corner. Counts even at 1-1. Allen went 3 for 14 in the series victory over Bend for this Pickles team, helping out the Black Bears, keeping them in the playoff contention. The 1-1 tries to get the same spot with the breaker, but this one a little too far outside. Plus count now for Allen, who's hitting below the Mendoza line over his last 10, 7 for 37. Good for a 189 average. The pitch fouled straight back. Counts even at 2-2. Jose Ruiz, the shortstop, on deck here with 1 out in the top of the fourth inning. Both teams have put runners on in every inning so far against both of the starters today, in Rembiz and Cade Reitzenstein. The 2-2 pitch got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3. Rembiz freezing Peyton Allen with the fastball on the outside corner. Second strikeout of the day for Rembiz, and there's 2 gone now for Jose Ruiz.
And now batting
so Rembiz looking good early on here today. 55 pitches for the southpaw through 3 2/3. It's the first pitch to Jose Ruiz. A breaking ball on the outside corner for strike number 1. A fly out to center for Ruiz in his first plate appearance back in the second with the bases loaded. Almost was a sacrifice fly as the 0-1. Breaker misses high and away. Well, Ruiz sent one to shallow center. Ziegler came on charging with Eddie Saldivar standing over at third. Ziegler got it back in quickly, the 1-1. Another curveball on the outside corner, now a ball and 2 strikes. Well, I know almost ended up being a double play as Saldivar was caught in no man's land, but Nick Hovland couldn't hold on to the baseball when he applied the tag. The 1-2 pitch, it's fouled off over towards the Pickles dugout, and we'll do it again. Ruiz has not played since July 26th. That was an 8-1 win against Walla Walla. The 1-2 pitch, cut on and miss for strike number 3. A 1-2-3, top of the 4th inning for Ryan Rembiz as he punches out the last 2 he faced. We head to the bottom of the 4th. No score still here from Longview. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
Fit Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Also, thank you to Cascade Natural Gas.
Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball is brought to you by Three Rivers Eye Care. Give them a call for all your eye care needs at 414-8000. Three Rivers Eye Care, proud to be a longtime sponsor of your Black Bears. Still got a scoreless ball game going to the bottom of the 4th. Part of the order due up for the Black Bears, Nick Hovland, Ben Ziegler, and John Olson against the starter for Portland, Cade Reitzenstein. He's ready. The first pitch to Hovland is fouled off the front foot by the Washington Husky. It's 0-1. Reitzenstein today so far at 40 pitches, 28 for strikes, 12 for balls. This now into his 4th inning of work, his longest outing now for Portland this summer. He had gone 3 innings twice, both last time against Walla Walla back on July 28th, and also 3 innings against the Black Bears on July 5th. The 0-1. On the outside corner with the heater, it's 0-2. Reitzenstein this past year at Clark College went 57 1/3. Longest outing for him was against Mount Hood back on April 9th. He went 8th. The 0-2, a break ball misses way outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Reitzenstein worked into the 6th inning at least in his final 6 outings for the Clark Penguins this past year. 1-2, cut on and miss on a sinker inside for strike number 3. Second strikeout of the day for Cade Reitzenstein as he sits down Nick Hovland for out number 1. As now they'll bring up Ben Ziegler with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitcher's duel early on in game number 1. Ryan Rembiz threw 4 innings, allowing only 2 hits so far today. Cade Reitzenstein trying to match him with 4 donuts put up on the scoreboard. First pitch to Ben Ziegler. This is low below the kneecaps for ball number 1 to Ben. A pop out to Jose Ruiz to lead off the 2nd inning for the Wailuku, Hawaii native. 1-0. Just inside with the heater from Reitzenstein. Now 2-0 to the former Yavapai Rough Rider, Ben Ziegler. Team leading average at .358 with 8 doubles, 2 home runs, and 24 RBIs as the 2-0. Fouled off down the left field line. 2 balls and a strike now here to the Black Bears center fielder. 4-game hit streak for Ziegler, who's also reached in his last 8. Hitting .500 over his last 5. 2-1. Fastball, belted, high in the air to right, up still back, towards the track, towards the wall, and this one's gone. Ben Ziegler, his third home run of the year, breaks the deadlock in the bottom of the fourth inning as Cowlitz strikes first. It's 1-0. Third home run in the past 10 days for Ben Ziegler, who got the fastball up, and he puts it over the Bud Clary Auto Group sign in right. Cowlitz leads first. It's 1-0.
Grocery outlet and Ben Ziegler. 352
The power continuing to come for Ben Ziegler. 352 feet off of the bat of Ben Ziegler. Here's John Olson. He takes a strike over the heart of the plate. It's 0-1. 91 miles per hour with a 27.57 degree launch angle for Ziegler's third home run of the year. The 0-1, a breaking ball a little too far inside. Counts even at 1-1. So Ben Ziegler getting the scoring started here in this series. The solo shot. 1-1 the count here to the first baseman. Here's the pitch, and it goes all the way to the backstop. Plus count now for John Olson, who reached on an error by Jose Ruiz back in the second. Olson trying to extend his hit streak to 17 games for the Western Oregon commit. Hitting .328 over that time. 2-1. Chopper to the second baseman, Saldivar, who has it. He'll toss it over to first for out number 2. So Reitzenstein able to bounce back after the solo shot from Ben Ziegler. Now Louis Albrecht will be his turn with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Cowlitz leading 1-0. A single through the right side for Albrecht. Back in the second. First pitch he sees. It's a fastball, and he fouls off down the right field line for strike number 1 to the sophomore from Renton, Washington. The Central Arizona Vaquero hitting .233 with 2 doubles, a triple, and 3 RBIs over 14 games. Yeah, 1. Breaking ball. Louis chases it down and away. It's 0-2. Albrecht now a hit in his last 3 games. Going back to Thursday in Wenatchee. Here's the 0-2. Fastball, a little jam liner down the right field line, and it's going to end up just foul. Albrecht almost his second seeing eye base knock of the game, as he was able to get one through the right side with the second baseman, Eddie Saldivar Jr., playing up the middle at double play depth. Nice fight by Albrecht. And he'll stay in the count for him. 8 walks to 9 strikeouts for Louis this summer. There's the 0-2 once again. It's a breaking ball that bounces a few feet in front of home plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes to the Black Bears catcher. Toughest place to get it out here at Story Field is to right. But the lefties in this lineup, Ben Ziegler and Sam Can as the 1-2. This is outside once again. Count even at 2-2 here to Albrecht, but Sam Can a home run back on Sunday. Ben Ziegler a home run on Saturday. Two Saturdays ago, that is. As a 2-2, misses low. Now it's a full count here to Louis Albrecht. Seth Sweetchick, the second baseman, on deck with a payoff pitch coming up for Albrecht, who's able to work the count all the way back to full after going down 0-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball down and away for ball number 4. Great at bat by Louis Albrecht, being able to see a lot of pitches and be able to draw the full count walk. It's a 2-out base runner for the Black Bears. Now they'll bring up Seth Sweetchick. First walk of the day for Cade Reitzenstein is now Seth Sweetchick. Digs in from the right side. 2 outs and a runner over at first. Sweetchick grounded into a 5-3 double play that ended the scoring threat in the second. Righty-on-righty matchup. With Reitzenstein working from the stretch as time will be called as the right-hander was not budging out on the mound. Black Bears leading 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. As the bottom of this order trying to extend this inning. First pitch is taken over the heart of the plate for strike number 1. Seth 5 for his last 17 at the plate, with an RBI coming in 4 of those. Quick look over at first as Albrecht back in with a dive. Louis does have a stolen base standing over at the first base bag with Jablonski holding him on. Sweet Chick saw his average raised by 20 points from the start of Saturday's game into tonight, as the 0-1 is a breaking ball that Sweet Chick's able to lay off on the appeal out to the base umpire, Billy Yeager. So the count 1-1 here to Seth. 2 for 5 back on Saturday after a 1 for 4 day on Friday. The 1-1 pitch, a fastball hit hard into left and down for a base hit. Seth Sweet Chick, he's on for the first time today as he rips one into left. As the Black Bears bottom of the order the second time through, starting to get to Reitzenstein. As now that puts 2 on with 2 gone for Austin Smith.
And now batting the right fielder, number 28, Austin Smith.
A ground out to the shortstop, Jose Ruiz, for Smith in his first plate appearance. 2 outs with runners on first and second. First pitch. Fastball misses well outside for ball number 1. Longest inning for Reitzenstein here today, who was cruising through 3 1/3. But then Ben Ziegler, the solo shot, was able to get out number 2 on a ground out from John Olson, but then a full count 2-out walk, and then a single for Seth Sweet Chick. Reitzenstein takes a look back at second. The 1-0 is fouled off on the left side. Counts even at 1-1 here to Smith. 1 for 4. Came in to score as well back on Sunday for the San Diego, California native. 2 for 6 with a double in the series against Nanaimo. Only started the series finale back on Sunday, an 8-2 win for the Black Bears. 1-1. He takes down and away. Plus count for Smith once again, up 2 balls and a strike. Austin went 2 for 8 in 2 games of that Portland series. He played in the first 2, did not play in game number 3. 2-1 pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner with the heater. So the count now even at 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Albrecht standing on at second with Sweet Chick on at first. Austin Smith, the 9-hitter, trying to keep this inning going for the top of the order. And red-hot Sam Canton, the pitch. He's able to fight off a breaking ball. We'll do it again. Austin hitting 133 over his last 5 games. 2 for 15 at the plate. Trying to turn that around here with only 6 games left to go. He takes a fastball low for ball number 3. And now it's a full count here to Austin Smith. Trying to get on any way he can for Sam Can, who's in the on-deck circle, is already 2 for 2 here today. Cowlitz leading 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. A payoff pitch coming up. Albrecht and Sweet Chick will be moving on the pitch. Reitzenstein trying to limit this damage at 1. He comes set at the belt. Takes a look back at Albrecht at second. Payoff pitch. A fastball. A liner in the left. Coming on is Keith Jones, and he's going to make the grab on the run for out number 3. And Cade Reitzenstein able to limit the damage at 1 in this bottom of the 4th inning. But Cowlitz does strike first on the solo shot by Ben Ziegler. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Through 4 at Story Field. Cowlitz out in front, 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Top of the order for the Portland Pickles with Cowlitz in the lead 1-0. In the top of the fifth inning, first pitch to Evan Cloyd is a fastball and misses outside for ball number 1 from Ryan Rembes, now pitching with a slim lead, but still a lead here in the first of these 3. 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball that misses inside. Counts 2-0 now here to Evan Cloyd, the Cal Poly San Luis Obispo product. Hitting .328 this summer, the 2-0. Fastball rocketed into center. Ziegler on his horseback to the track, to the wall, and this one's out of here. Evan Cloyd, a solo shot over the 387 sign, just to the right of the shed in center. Knocks us up at 1 in the top of the fifth inning. His second home run on the year for Cloyd. So he hits a bullet out of Story Field. And that 1-0 lead evaporated quickly, as now Keith Jones will dig in.
Left fielder number 18, Keith Jones the second.
Jones 1 for 2 so far today. Reached on an error back in the first, then an infield single to the left side for him in the third. First pitch he sees. It's a curveball that misses low for ball number 1. Cloyd getting that fastball upstairs and driving it into right center. Knew it had a chance with the way Ben Ziegler, the center fielder, was running as the 1-0 pitch, a fastball right down Broadway. Teaming out the counter, a ball and a strike to the Brentwood, California native Keith Jones, .298 hitter for the sophomore, heading to New Mexico State. Officially announced on July 26th, the pitch. Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike now to Jones. He had reached in 5 straight heading into Sunday before he went 0 for 2 against the Bend Elks, so now has reached in 6 out of his last 7. 2-1. Fastball hit hard once again into right center. This one's going to get down and bang up against the Fiber Family Wednesday sign. Jones looking for 2. He'll be in there standing with his 5th double on the year. And this 3rd time through the order, the Portland Pickles not fooled by Ryan Rembes. A home run and a double for the first 2 hitters in the top of the 5th. Now puts a runner in scoring position with Michael Campagna coming to the plate, and that'll bring out Brady Corrigan, the pitching coach, for the first time here today. Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice. So after the hard contact to the first 2 batters in the top of the 5th inning, the Black Bears bullpen starting to get moving out in left field, as well as Portland. Looks like they have a right-hander starting to get loose in the right field bullpen as well. Still no outs in the top of the 5th inning. Michael Campagna, the catcher, the next to face off against Ryan Rembes, with Keith Jones standing out on second after his 5th double of the year, as Campagna now, the San Francisco Don, digs in from the right side. Now that's a runner on at second in a tie ball game in the top of the 5th. First pitch. It's a fastball that misses down and away for ball number 1. A pop out and a fly out for Campagna so far today. Last time up, came a couple of feet short of a 2-run home run back in the 3rd. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. 6 doubles and 7 home runs on the year. There goes Jones. It's called for a ball to throw down the 3rd. The tag not in time. Keith Jones able to swipe third, his 8th stolen base of the year, and the Pickles have the go-ahead run standing 90 feet away and a 2-0 count for Campania. Dangerous territory now for Rembes. Got through 4 shutout, but the Pickles jumping all over them here in the top of the 5th inning. Rembes comes set the 2-0. It's a breaking ball that misses high, 3-0. 68 pitches for Rembes so far today. About to throw pitch number 69. Here it is. And it misses outside for ball number 4. So now the first 3 have reached in the top of the 5th inning. Second walk today issued by Ryan Rembes as Campania reaches for the first time. He's now reached in 18 straight as they'll bring up Jacob Jablonski. With runners on the corners and still nobody out. Black Bears taking the lead in the bottom of the 4th on the Ben Ziegler solo shot, but the Pickles responding immediately. Jacob Jablonski 0 for 2, went down looking in the first and then reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. First pitch, down and away for ball number 1. Nick Hovland, the third baseman, playing behind the third base bag with John Olson holding on the runner. Campania at first, the middle infield at double play depth in Bozette in Sweet Chick. 1-0. Popped up on the right side of the infield. John Olson into the first base coach's box. Settles under it, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Big out there for Ryan Rembes as he gets Jablonski to pop out to the first baseman Olson in foul territory. Jablonski now 0 for 3 today as they'll bring in Eddie Saldivar. Saldivar has been hit twice. Once in the 2nd and once in the 3rd. Taking 2 off of his lead arm for the lefty digging in. First of 3 straight lefties. First pitch from Rembes. He shows bunt, drops it down at the first baseline. Olsen gets off the bag, but there's no one covering at first. Coming in to score is Keith Jones on the bunt single for Eddie Saldivar, who picks up RBI number 19. In Portland, just like that, take the lead here in game number 1 as it's 2-1. So Saldivar didn't really look like he was trying to get a sacrifice bunt down. Looked like he was bunting for a single. And Seth Sweetchick was late getting over as John Olson crashed in to field it. So the bunt single picks up an RBI. So now it's runners on first and second with 1 out for Nick Upstill, the right fielder. The initial offering is in there for a strike with a breaking ball. It's 0-1. So Campania on at second. Saldivar Jr. on at first after the RBI bunt single for him. Upstill today's 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. The 0-1. Another curveball, this one down and away. Counts even on a ball and a strike to the San Francisco State product, hitting .318, 8 doubles, a home run, and 25 RBIs. He's reached in his last 4. As Rembes comes set of the belt, takes a look back at Campania at second. The 1-1. Curveball, low. Plus count now for Upstill at 2 balls and a strike. Corvallis has extended their lead over Bend. They lead 6-0 in the top of the 6th at Goss Stadium. Yakima Valley, the lead has grown for Wenatchee. They're up 6-2 as Rembes pump fakes back towards second. But Wenatchee and Corvallis doing what they need to do to help out the Black Bears. Cowlitz with work to do. Trailing 2-1. Portland threatening even more in this top of the 5th. 2-1 pitch. Fastball, a soft liner to Sweetchick. He has it. He goes to second for 1. The relay to first. The throw in the dirt. And the scoop by Olson. But up still able to beat it out. Campania advances to third as Saldivar Jr.'s cut down on the 4-6 fielder's choice. As they all put runners on the corners with 2 outs for Kyler Stancato. So up still able to move it down the line, avoid the inning-ending double play. as the inning continues for Kyler Stancato. 1 for 2 for the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunner. So he digs in from the left side. 2 outs, runners on the corners, and a 2-1 ball game. First pitch. It's a front door breaking ball in for strike number 1. Stancato, the hit streak up to 6 games for him, has now reached in his last 9. Had a good weekend against Ben, going 6 for 10 with a double and an RBI. A 1. High and in with the heater from Rembiz. It's 1-1. Campania at third, up still at first. 8 stolen bases on the year for Upstill, who stands off of the first base bag. Rembiz is sent at the belt. The 1-1 on the outer half, called for strike number 2. So after the leadoff home run and a double, Rembiz has been able to battle back. A walk, a pop out, then a bunt single, and a fielder's choice. He's trying to limit the damage at 2 in this top of the 5th inning, much like Cade Reitzenstein did in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 1-2. There goes the runner. It's a breaking ball slapped into left center and down for a base hit. Campania will score easily. Can cuts it off. Getting the green light all the way from first is Upstill. The relay throw to the plate. The tag by Albrecht in time for out number 3. Black Bears, another nice relay. It goes Canton to Hovland to Albrecht for out number 3, but Campania does score. So Kyler Stancato picks up an RBI single, and Portland, they put up 3 in response to the Black Bears 1 from the bottom of the 4th, as they're able to do it. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 runner left on base. We are through 4.5, halfway home here at Story Field. Portland in the lead, 3-1. You're listening to Cal, it's Black Bears Baseball.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other.
Cowlitz now trails, going to the bottom of the 5th inning with the top of the order coming up. 3-1, the Pickles in the lead after Portland able to put up 3 in the top half of this inning. Evan Cloyd, a solo shot. Eddie Saldivar Jr., an RBI bunt single, and an RBI single for Kyler Stancato. But Nick Upstill gunned down at home, trying to bring in the 4th run of the day. First pitch to Sam Canton from Cade Reitzenstein. Misses down and away for ball number 1. Canton started off the assist, and the beautiful relay executed by the Black Bears. The 1-0. He's out in front of a changeup. Counts even at 1-1. It went Canton to Hovland to Albrecht. 7-5-2 for out number 3. Canton today's 2 for 2. Single and a double for the Gonzaga Bulldog. The pitch a little too far outside for Andrew Mervin. It's 2-1. Canton now up to his 13th multi-hit game with 4 in his last 5. The 2-1 runs outside. 3-1 now the count. A right-hander warming up for Portland as well as for the Black Bears. Here's the 3-1. Outside for ball number 4. So not the start you wanted for a shutdown inning if you're Cade Reitzenstein, as he issues a leadoff walk to Sam Canton. His team leading 25th walk on the year, and the leadoff man is on. They'll now bring out Brian Grant, the pitching coach for this Portland Pickles team. As now the 3rd time through the order for Reitzenstein. 3-1, Portland in the lead. 3 runs on 6 hits and an error for the Pickles. 1 run on 5 hits and an error for the Black Bears. Actually looks like a lefty starting to get loose. Out in the bullpen for the Black Bears, this Portland lineup today. You have 4 lefties, 3 righties, and 2 switch hitters. Home plate umpire Andrew Mervin will come out to break up the council on the mound, as now it is adjourned. Brock Bozette will get the opportunity. No outs, a runner over at first for the Black Bears shortstop, who's 0 for 2 today. A pop out and a bunt attempt in the first, and then went down swinging in the third as Reitzenstein got on the chase him a fastball high and away.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Brock Bozette.
So far today for Reitzenstein, 4 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Quick look over at Canton, but he's back in with a head first dive. Canton this year, 10 for 14 on stolen bases, getting a good lead over at the first base back. Reitzenstein comes set at the belt. A long pause and another look, not his A move as he lonely pops it over to first. So Bozette awaits the first pitch of the at-bat after 2 pickoff attempts. Trying to get Sam Canton out. Bozette for 2 today, trying to change that here. First pitch he sees. Called on the outside corner with a heater. It's 0-1. Bozette with 3 home runs this year. One of those came back in that Thursday game number 3 against this Portland Pickles team. He went 3 for 8 with a pair of RBIs against Portland back at Walker Stadium, the 0-1. On the outside corner once again. It's 0-2. Under a win tonight, and the Pickles would clinch a playoff spot. Doesn't look like they're going to gain any ground on Corvallis, who lead a Bend. For the 3rd time, I'll look over to the first base bag. Can back in very easily. Bozette has to protect 20 strikeouts on the year. Over 42 games for the Gonzaga Bulldog. Here's the 0-2. A breaking ball ripped into left and down for a base hit. Brock Bozette now a 4-game hit streak. As it looked like that's going to be the day for Cade Reitzenstein. So the first 2 reach for the Black Bears via the base on balls and a single. And that's going to be it for the right-hander from Clark College. We have a pitching change, our first of the day here at Story Field, and it comes in the bottom of the 5th with no outs and runners on at first and second with Cowlitz trailing 3-1. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
The family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
New arm into the game for the Portland Pickles. It's the right-hander from Mount Hood, Dorian Broaddus, making his first appearance for the Pickles this year. 5'9", 150-pound sophomore from Seattle. Had a 2.25 ERA over 14 appearances and a start for Mount Hood this past year. 3-0 with 4 saves, went 24 innings, 16 hits, 9 runs to 6 earned, with 18 walks to 21 strikeouts, and opponents hitting 195 against him. Cade Reitzenstein's out of the ball game, but his line's not complete yet. His partial line, 4+ innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts, has allowed 1 run on the solo shot by Ben Ziegler, is responsible for Sam Cannon at second, and Brock Bozette over at first. Callan Halverson, the first to greet Dorian Broaddus in a big opportunity. First pitch he sees is a fastball inside for ball number 1. Portland leading 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th, but the Black Bears have the tying runs on base and the go-ahead run at the plate in the form of the Utah Valley Wolverine, Callan Halverson. The 1-0. Low with the heater. It's 2-0. Halverson, a hard hit ball, but right to the second baseman, Eddie Saldivar, on a line out for the Guthrie, Oklahoma native, who's 0 for 2 today. Hitting .342 in his last 10 coming into this evening. The pitch. Fastball liner past the outstretched glove of Ruiz in the left for a base hit. Can got a late read on it. He'll stop at third as the bases are loaded for Nick Hovland. So Halverson has now reached in his last 10 with a hit coming in 9 of those. As now Nick Hovland will dig in with the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cowlitz getting on the board first in the bottom of the 4th with the solo shot from Ben Ziegler. Portland responding with 3 in the top half of this inning. Nick Hovland, who's 0 for 2 today. First pitch he sees, chops it foul into the Black Bears dugout. It's 0-1. Hovland, a ground out and a strikeout for the junior from Seattle. Hitting .270, 5 doubles, 3 home runs, and 22 RBIs. His last home run, a grand slam, back on Friday in the bottom of the 1st against the Nanaimo Night Owls. The 0-1. High and in and almost hit him with the breaker. Counts even at 1-1. Hovland an RBI in 5 out of his last 7 with 11 over his previous 10. Up to 22 this year, the 1-1. He takes down and in, plus count for Hovland up 2-1. Hovland's reached in his last 7. He's right on the fastball, but fouls it back. It's 2-2. So now Hovland will have to protect 25 strikeouts for the Washington Husky. Big opportunity here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Cowlitz need to win as much as they can over these next 6 games. The 2-2, the breaker high and away, and it's a full count. Nowhere to put him if you're Dorian Broaddus. You got Can at third, Bozette at second, and Halverson at first. Broaddus, the right-hander from Seattle, set at the belt. The payoff pitch. Fastball upstairs for ball number 4. Sam Canton will come in to score as Nick Hovland picks up his 23rd RBI in the year. It's 3-2 now with the bases still loaded. And Ben Ziegler coming to the plate. 3rd home run on the year for the Hawaii Rainbow Warrior. 352 feet. It's a straightaway right. Inning to go. He opened the scoring. Now Cowlitz trails by 1. Still no outs in the bottom of the 5th. A righty on lefty matchup. First pitch. High and away. It's 1-0. 25 RBIs on the season for Ziegler. Who's first on the team in average, OPS, slugging, and OBP. So Michael Campagna, the catcher, will come out to talk to the right-hander. This is the guy you want at the plate if you're the Black Bears here as of late. Hitting .419 in his last 10 ball games. 3 home runs dating back to last Saturday against Ridgefield. Got one in game number 3 against Wenatchee, and now getting one here today. An inning ago. 3-2 your score in the bottom of the 5th. Bozette at third, Halverson at second, and Hovland standing over at the first base bag. Ziegler now up to a 5-game hit streak and has a hit in 9 out of his last 11. He could really help out the Black Bears' playoff chances here as the 1-0 called on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Callants needing wins as much as they can. Only 5 games left in the regular season after this one tonight. 1-1. A little too far outside, plus count 2-1. Here to Ziegler. 3 RBIs back on Sunday, had 4 in the series against Nanaimo. 2-1. Called on the outside corner at the knees. It's 2-2. Ziegler got a fastball up over the middle third that he drove over the Bud Clary sign in right. Will Broadus make a mistake in the same spot? The 2-2 pitch, a fastball. Ziegler gets under it, pops it up on the left side. Jose Ruiz on the edge of the infield will make the grab, and there's one gone. Second pop out of the day for Ziegler to Jose Ruiz. As Broadus gets a big out, number 1, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. John Olson. 0 for 2 so far for the Portland native. Digs in with 1 out, and the bases still loaded. 18 RBIs on the year for Olson. First pitch he sees. Misses, rather called at the letters for strike number 1. An error that Olson reached on and a ground out to Eddie Saldivar in his first 2 plate appearances. The 0-1 takes a curveball on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Broadus settling in after he walked in a run against Nick Hovland, able to get a pop out, and now up 0-2 quickly on John Olson. 21 strikeouts on the year. The 0-2 pitch, got him swinging on it. Rather, I'm going to say it was fouled off. Olson just being able to stay alive. We'll do it again. Be a good time for Olson to extend his hit streak to 17 games. With the bases loaded and 1 out. The 0-2 once again. He fouls it off down the right field line. An RBI in 4 out of his last 10 for Olson. A multi-RBI game against Nanaimo on Friday. That was his first one since June 7th. Trying to tie this one up or maybe even give the Black Bears the lead. The 0-2 once again. A breaking ball, a soft liner. It's going to get down in right center for a base hit. Bozette will score. Halverson will get the stop sign. As now it's bobbled by Upstill. The throw comes back into the shortstop Ruiz. Halverson comes in to score as Callants regains the lead. It's 4-3. Upstill looked like he booted it out and right as Bozette and Halverson are able to come in to score. John Olson. Another RBI for him this year. His hit streak now up to 17 games. He's reached in his last 18 as the Black Bears back out in front, answering with a 3 spot of their own. It's 4-3, and they're not done yet. As now Louis Albrecht will dig in. 1 for 1 with a walk for Louis today. First pitch, down and away for ball number 1. Still only 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning, with Callants in the lead 4-3. A single back in the second, then a walk and a full count for Albrecht as the pitch. A little too far inside. 2-0 now the count. Hovland stands at second. Olsen on at first. Rather, they call it a error on Kyler Stancato, the center fielder. The pitch called on the inside corner at the letters. It's 2-1. So Stancato booted it up, still got it back in. But 2 runs coming in to score for the Black Bears. Olsen credited with 1 RBI, 2-1. Cut on and missed. A big hack there from Ulbrich, but comes up empty. Count now even at 2-2. Corvallis now up 10-0 over Bend. The Elks being 1 hit through 6 innings. So Cowlitz with a great opportunity to gain a game. 2-2 fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Seth Sweetchick in the on-deck circle for the Black Bears. Wenatchee still leading Yakima Valley 6-2. That one in the top of the 5th. In Yakima, with the Apple Sox threatening with a runner at third. Broadus centered the belt. 2-2. Fouled off into the Black Bears dugout. And we'll do it again. Can give you the final line for Reitzenstein today. 4+ innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. All of them earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for the Clark Penguin. Louis Albrecht in another great battle. You're with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. There's the pitch. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. A high breaker from Broadus as Albrecht swings through it. Now there's 2 gone for Seth Sweetchick. First strikeout of the day for Broadus. Third for the Black Bears lineup. Seth Sweetchick with 2 outs. We'll dig in. Counts leading 4-3. A single to left back an inning ago for him after he grounded into a 5-3 double play. First pitch is going to have to wait as Broadus spins back towards second. No throw from the right-hander from Mount Hood. Broadus, his first pitch is upstairs, but cut on by Sweetchick. It's 0-1. Seth with an RBI in 4 out of his last 5. Trying to make that 5 out of 6. You're in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch. This is low. A back pick down to second. The throw is going to skip into center as it takes a ricochet. Both runners now trying to advance. The throw comes into third, and it's low as Nick Hovland and John Olsen both able to advance 90 feet on the throwing air by Michael Campagna. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Nevada Wolfpack in a 1-1 count. Campagna thrown from his knees. The throw drifted to the left of the second base bag with Eddie Saldivar crashing. As now Hovland looks like he has to lace up his cleat once again. He now stands at third. John Olsen stands at second. Cowlitz responding after allowing a 3 spot in the top half of this inning. Able to put up 3 of their own and come back to take the lead. Here in the middle innings on Tuesday evening in Longview. 1-1. Front door breaker inside. Called for a strike. Sweetchick went out to protect down 1-2. Broadus, the right-hander from Mount Hood. Trying to keep this a 1-run ball game. He comes set at the belt. 1-2. This is upstairs. It's 2-2. Campagna getting out of his crouch almost immediately as it looked like it was a breaking ball from Broadus. But it didn't break. First base open. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back, and we'll do it again. Looks like Jacob Taggart, the right-hander from Utah Tech, is ready out in the left field bullpen. We'll have to see if Ryan Rembiz will come out for the 6th. 2-2 once again. A breaking ball. Pops straight back. And it'll end up a souvenir. Cowlitz with 8 hits today, 4 runs and an error. Portland 3 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors as well. Gifted the Black Bears a run in this inning. Pitch popped up high in the air on the left side. Campagna will give chase. Ends up in the stands. We'll do it again. Nice battle here by Seth Sweetchick. Always gets his money's worth at the plate. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up with a 2-2 count and 2 outs. Broadus' 2-2 is fouled off once again, and we'll go to a 9th. Austin Smith, the right fielder, on deck. Cowlitz has brought 8 to the plate this inning against Cade Reitzenstein and Dorian Broadus. The pitch, breaking ball, high in the air to left center. Stancato glides over to his right, and he makes the grab for out number 3. As Broadus finally able to get out of the inning, but the Black Bears able to put up 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 2 runners left on base. Through 5 here on Tuesday evening in Longview. Cowlitz in the lead, 4-3. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
Free Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard. Weather guard!
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
4-2-3, top 6 between Portland and Cowlitz. Black Bears in the lead after a 3 spot in the bottom of the 5th as they'll bring in the right-hander from Katy, Texas, Jacob Taggart, making his 10th appearance in league play this summer, a 5.92 ERA for the Utah Tech Trailblazer, 13 2/3, 15 hits with 7 walks to 14 strikeouts. Peyton Allen the first to greet him. First pitch on the outside corner for strike number 1. Last time out for Taggart, back on July 28th, last Thursday against Wenatchee. Went 3 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. As the 0-1, a ground ball knocked down by Hovland, the third baseman. He will pick it up, but it will not have a play as the ball jumped out of the glove of Hodlin, sharply hit by Peyton Allen, who reaches for the second time today, and they will call an error on Nick Hovlin over at third. So the leadoff man is on the tying run now on base, as we will have yet another pinch hitter, as will be Kyle Russell. Russell will come into this game for Jose Ruiz, who came into the game for Joseph Rodriguez. Ruiz ends the day 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout as the University plays a Washington native. Kyle Russell digs in. Hitting 176 this summer. First pitch misses down and away from Taggart. Tying run over at first as now the 9-hitter and Kyle Russell digs in. Russell from Washington State, the 1-0, he shows bunt and fouls it straight back on the attempt. Counts even at 1-1. First time playing for Russell. It's all the way back on July 23rd against Corvallis, where he went 0 for 3, went 0 for 6 in 2 games of that series with a strikeout. Corvallis sweeping Portland in that series. This Pickles team, since the last time we've seen the Black Bears, 4 sweeps in their last 7, but have been swept as well, as Taggart will step off and flip one over to John Olson at first with Allen back in standing. But this last week of the season, so many guys coming and going, really for every team. As guys have to start getting back down to school, pitchers hit their inning limits as the 1-1 from Taggart. High and away, 2 balls and a strike. Allen with 4 stolen bases stands over at first here with no outs in the top of the 6th inning. Approaching 8:30 here in Longview. Got started about 5 minutes behind schedule at 6:40. Russell showing bunt once again. The 2-1 cut on and missed. Went with the slash there. Had Hovland charging in, but now with 2 strikes. Don't expect to see the bunt sign. Evan Cloyd, who left the yard an inning ago, stands on deck. Taggart shakes off Albrecht, now has his sign, comes set at the chest. The 2-2. Yanks it down away. Nice backhand snap by Albrecht. The runner, Allen, got a few feet off of first as Albrecht fires it down, but he's able to get back in. It's now a full count to Kyle Russell. 7 walks to 23 strikeouts for the sophomore. Payoff pitch. And he lost him. Fastball misses down and away as Russell able to draw the full count walk. The first 2 have now reached. Now the 8 and 9 hitters, now the table's set for Evan Cloyd. So dangerous situation for Jacob Taggart. An error by Nick Hovland allows the leadoff man Peyton Allen to reach. And then Kyle Russell being able to draw the walk. Evan Cloyd, who hit his 2nd home run of the year, to center. Back to lead off the 5th, digs in. No outs, 2 on. In a 1-run ball game. Cloyd flashes bunt. Now he shows. He pulls it back. The first pitch missing down and away for ball number 1. A 1 for 3 day for Cloyd, who now has a 4-game hit streak dating back to July 26th against Walla Walla. Home run now in 2 of his last 3 as well. Had one against Bend back on Friday. The 1-0. High chopper. Hovland backs up on it. He'll apply the tag of the runner and Allen. The throw across the diamond to first is in time. But now they're going to say that Hovland didn't get the tag down on Allen. Allen Embry will come out of the third base dugout, and he will have a chat with Billy Yeager. I thought from here that Hovland applied the tag. Allen started diving with the turf. He can do that here at Story Field. But the conversation rather short as Yeager makes his way out back behind the pitcher's mound. Now Mark Magdaleno comes out of the first base dugout. I think he wants to have a conversation about whether or not Evan Cloyd was out at first. Not sure I've seen this where there's been 2 plays in a single play that both umpires want an explanation about. Now the umpires are going to come together as Andrew Mervin will chat with Yeager. And they will confirm the call. So Evan Cloyd grounds out, but Peyton Allen's able to avoid the tag. So now Allen stands at third. Russell stands at second. Here with 1 out and Keith Jones coming to the plate. And they are going to intentionally walk Keith Jones to load the bases. Jones, who has seen the ball well today, ripped a double to right center an inning ago, will now make his way towards first. So that loads the bases. A force at every bag as Michael Campagna, the catcher, 0 for 2 with the walk for him today. For the junior from the University of San Francisco, digs in. 1 out, bases full of Pickles. in the top of the 6th with Cowlitz still in the lead for now. Taggart set the first pitch to Campagna. This is inside for ball number 1. 4-pitch walk for Campagna. Back an inning ago, came in to score on an RBI single by Kyler Stancato. Corners playing in for the Black Bears. The 1-0 pitch. A little too far outside from Taggart. It's 2-0. So Allen at third, Russell at second, and Keith Jones over at first. Campagna at 29 RBIs, 6 doubles, and 7 home runs for him this season. Had a home run against Cowlitz Black in game number 1. 2-0. Just misses down and away. Now 3-0 the count with nowhere to put him. Wheels are turning for Alan Embry. And Brady Corrigan in that third base dugout. Intentionally walking Keith Jones to load the bases with the righty. Coming to the dish. But now Taggart not finding the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And it runs high and in for ball number 4. Peyton Allen will come in to score, and we have a tie ball game once again. Allen scores as the bases remain loaded. And it'll be Jacob Jablonski, the switch hitter, coming up to the plate here with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Brady Corrigan, pitching coach of the Black Bears, will come out to talk to Taggart. Three Rivers Eye Care. Cowlitz Black Bears baseball is brought to you by 3 Rivers Eye Care. Give them a call for all your eye care needs at 414-8000. Proud to be a longtime sponsor of your Black Bears. Well, it's been a good one so far. Scoreless through the first 3.5 before Ben Ziegler broke the deadlock with a solo shot. The Pickles responding with 3. In the top of the 5th, Cowlitz able to put up 3 of their own in the bottom half of the 5th. And now Jacob Taggart has allowed 4 of the first 5 to reach. An intentional walk thrown in there as well. But a run in. And the bases loaded, only 1 out without a hit recorded for Portland. Here's Jacob Jablonski. 0 for 3 today for the switch hitter, swinging from the left side. Here's the first pitch on the outside corner for strike number 1 with the heater. Jablonski, a home run from the left side back in the first series between these two sides. Went 3 for 11. And the series down in Portland. Taggart sent at the chest. The 0-1. Cut on and missed. Jablonski well out in front of the heater as he opened up his whole front side. It's now 0-2. This outing much different from Taggart's outing against the Pickles back on July 5th. Where he went 1 inning, walking 1 and striking out 1 while facing the minimum. He set at the chest. Here's the 0-2. Fastball popped up, a major league pop-up on the left side of the infield. Nick Hovland into foul territory. Now comes back and will make the grab just in foul territory for out number 2. So a big out number 2 for Jacob Taggart as the bases remain loaded with 2 gone for Eddie Saldivar Jr. This is the guy you got to worry about. Has reached base 3 times today. Last time up, bunted for a single that brought in an RBI in Keith Jones. Pushed it into no man's land between the pitcher's mound and first base. 2 outs and the bases loaded. In the tie ball game in the top of the 6th. First pitch, he's swinging. He fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Saldivar picking up RBI number 19 on that bunt singles. Also been hit twice today. Saw 3 pitches in his first 2 at-bats. Was hit by 2 of them for the Long Beach State Dirtbag. 0-1. Upstairs with the heater. It's 1-1. An error, a walk, a ground out, an intentional walk. And a walk on 4 pitches and a pop out. I brought a run in, bases loaded with 2 outs. Taggart battling in this top of the 6th inning. 1-1. Just upstairs. It's 2-1. Looked like a good pitch there from Taggart, but did not get the call from home plate umpire Andrew Mervin. Close games in all 3 games back in the first series between these two sides. It's looking like it's shaping up to be more of the same. The 2-1 pitch just misses down and in. It's 3-1. Nowhere to put him once again. You're Jacob Taggart. Saldivar with only 7 walks this season, over 30 games. 3-1. Misses high for ball number 4. The second run, this time Kyle Russell. He's the second to come in after a free pass with the bases loaded. Saldivar picks up his second RBI, and that's going to be the day for Jacob Taggart. Alan Embry comes out of the third base dugout. He makes the signal to the bullpen, and we'll have a pitching change in the top of the 6th inning. 5-4, now your score in favor of Portland with 2 outs and the bases still loaded. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
New arm into the game for the Black Bears, trailing 5-4 in the top of the 6th. With the bases loaded in 2 outs, it'll be the lefty from Central Washington, then Longview native Alex Brady. 16th appearance for him this summer, 1-2 with a 5.30 ERA. 18 2/3, 21 hits, 7 walks to 20 strikeouts for the Southpaw. Last time he threw, picked up the loss against Nanaimo back on July 30th. Going 1 inning on Saturday, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned 1 walk and 1 strikeout. His second appearance this summer against Portland after he picked up a 7-out save back in the 4-2 victory over the Pickles on July 7th, as Josh Slikart will dig in, a pinch hitter here with 2 outs as he replaces Nick Upstill. Slikart digs in from the right side, 2 outs and the bases loaded in the top of the 6th inning, and 2 runs already in. First pitch from Brady. This is low for ball number 1. Fourth player to come off the bench for Mark Magdaleno this evening, and it's Josh Slikart. The 1-0 pitch called at the knees for strike number 1. Upstill finishes the day 0 for 3 with a pop out, a ground out, and a fielder's choice. Two runs have come in to score on the top of the 6th without a hit being recorded for the Pickles. The 1-1. This is on the arm side. It's 2-1. Third game for Slikart with the Pickles. 0 for 3 so far with an RBI, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Utah Ute awaits the 2-1 and misses low. And now the runner at first is Saldivar, stuck between first and second. The throw down to John Olson is in the dirt. Coming in to score is Keith Jones. Advancing all the way to third is Campagna. And Saldivar takes second on the throwing error by Louis Albrecht. So Saldivar with so much speed playing mind games with the catcher Louis Albrecht, who ends up short-arming it to John Olson at first as a run comes in to score in Keith Jones. Now the third run this inning, it's now 6-3. 6-4 rather, as the pitch fouled off down the right field line. And it's a full count. So 6-4 now, without a ball being hit out of the infield. 3 runs have come in to score. Payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Ripped into right center. Smith on the run towards the track. Will get there to make the grab for out number 3, and the side is retired. With the Pickles able to score 3 in the top of the 6th inning. They're able to score 3 runs on no hits, 2 errors, and 2 runners left on base. Through 5.5 at Story Field, Cowlitz trails 6-4. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations. But don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. .com. Member NCUA.
Cowlitz trailing 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Austin Smith to lead things off against Dorian Broadus. The first pitch to Smith misses high and away for ball number 1. Portland able to score 3 runs in the top of the 6th inning without picking up a hit. The 1-0. Smith shows bunt, but pops it up down the third base line. Counts even at 1-1 here to Smith, who's 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a fly out for the right fielder. A couple of defensive changes for the Portland Pickles. Kyle Russell, who came in as a pinch hitter for Jose Ruiz. He's in the game at short, taking his place. And then Wyatt King is in right, the 1-1, high and away. 2 balls and a strike now. King replaces Josh Slikart, who pinch hit for Nick Upstill after Slikart flew out to end the top of the 6th inning. 2-1. High and in. 3-1 here to Smith. So yet another player off the bench for Mark Magdaleno this evening. Had 2 in his starting lineup. They just need to get in as the 3-1 popped up on the left side, and it's a full count. Takatoshi Kasai as well as Joseph Rodriguez need to get in a game in order to be eligible for the playoff roster. But now a full count here to Austin Smith, the leadoff man for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 3-2. Fouled off once again. Give you the final line on Jacob Taggart. 2/3 of an inning, no hits, 3 runs. None of them earned. 3 walks and no strikeouts. Payoff pitch once again. High and away for ball number 4. Smith draws a leadoff walk, and immediately out of the first base dugout is Mark Magdaleno. And that might be it for Dorian Broadus. Now, looks like it is. So we'll have a pitching change after a leadoff walk in the top of the order coming up for the Black Bears. Trailing 6-4 in the bottom of the sixth inning. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cal's Black Bears Baseball.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess. And Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year.
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
40 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard. Weather Guard!
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly.
Josiah Shipley, the new arm into the game with no outs and runner over at first. Sam Can, the first to greet him. And the bottom of the sixth, first pitch is on the outside corner for strike number one. Cowlitz bringing the tying run to the plate now here in the bottom of the sixth inning as Josiah Shipley, the right-hander, takes over for Dorian Broadus. The 0-1. This is upstairs. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Shipley not even on the roster coming into this ball game, but getting the nod here. Right-hander from Portland comes set at the chest. The 1-1. Soft pop-up down the left field line. Keith Jones on the run towards the line. This one's going to drop down for a base hit. Sam Ken, a Texas League blooper. But it gets down in front of the left fielder, Keith Jones. First two are on for the Black Bears in the bottom of the sixth. Canton's on for the fourth time today, now 3 for 3. As that will bring in Brock Bozette.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Brock Bozette.
Shipley, rather, it's his second appearance this summer for the College of the Idaho product. Inning a third against Bend back on July 29th. First pitch to Brock Bozette misses high and away for ball number 1. 6-4 your score in the bottom of the sixth inning. With no outs and runners on first and second for the Black Bears, shortstop Brock Bozette. 1 for 3 today with a single, a strikeout, and a pop out on a bunt attempt. Shipley comes set. The 1-0. Bozette shows bunt, pulls it back as it misses low for ball number 2. Give you the partial line on Dorian Broadus. 1 inning, 2 hits with 2 walks and a strikeout. Has given up 1 run that was earned and is responsible for Smith standing on at second. Canton at first is Shipley's. A long pause. Here's the 2-0. Foul tipped into the glove and held on to by Campagna. It's 2 balls and a strike. Bozette now, a 4-game hit streak with 19 RBIs for him on the season. Trying to add to that. Cowlitz chasing 2. Here's the pitch. He shows bunt once again, but he fouls it straight back. Brock upset with himself. Counts even now at 2-2. 3 RBIs over the weekend against Nanaimo for Bozette. Had 2 in the first series against Portland back in the beginning of July. Cowlitz getting helped out by Wenatchee and Corvallis. Can they help themselves? Trying to bounce back with another 3 spot of their own. 2-2. Fouled off down the right field line. Some sad news coming from the Los Angeles Dodgers here today. Just announced this hour, longtime play-by-play man and legend of broadcasting Vince Scully has reportedly passed away. Longtime voice of the Dodgers, really one of the most beloved and cherished voices and people in the sport of baseball, has passed. A sad day indeed, as time is called before the 2-2 pitch to Brock Bozette once again. Tough to see that here. Popping up, but now a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, a ground ball on the right side. A diving stop by Saldivar gets to his feet. The throw to first is in time. But Bozette does his job, advancing both runners up 90 feet. It's now 2 in scoring position for the Black Bears RBI leader, Callan Halverson.
And now batting, the designated hitter, number 13, Callan Halverson.
Callan Halverson now with the chance to tie this one up in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out, runners on at 2nd and 3rd. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch from Shipley. It's a break ball, misses down and away for ball number 1. Halverson today 1 for 3. Ground out, a line out, and a single for him. Trying to add to his 37 RBIs. Could tie this thing up or even give the Black Bears a lead. The 1-0. Cut on and miss on a fastball outside. Counts even at 1-1. Halverson's now reached in his last 10, leading the team with 57 hits this season for the Utah Valley Wolverine. Doesn't have a home run since June 18th. The 1-1, a break ball all the way to the backstop. Smith dashing for the plate. The toss, and it's not in time. A wild pitch allows Austin Smith to score. Can advances to 3rd, as now it's a 1-run game and the tying run standing 90 feet away. Allen getting away from Shipley. It's a 1-run game once again. Both these teams going blow for blow over these past 2.5 innings. Infield now in for the Pickles as Shipley comes set. 2-1. Fastball high in the air to left. Grass, track, wall, and it's off the wall. It bangs up against the short fence. Can will score. Halverson thought it was gone. He only gets a single, but we are tied up at 6. That one for sure went, looked like it was gone, but it hits off of the short wall in front of the Black Bears bullpen, and we are tied up at 6 here in the bottom of the 6th with still only 1 out. RBI number 38 for Callan Halverson, and he ties us up as Nick Hovland will come up to the plate. 1 out, runner over at first. 6-6 your score in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to Hovland. It's a breaking ball well outside for ball number 1. We can close the line on Dorian Broadus. 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Hovland today so far 1 for 3 with an RBI. The pitch. Cut on and miss. It's a ball and a strike. Canton coming to score. First run given up by Shipley so far today. Halverson will lead over at first, with Jablonski holding him on. A 1-1. High and away with the heater. It's 2-1. Halverson almost had his first home run in well over a month. Good contact. Hard coming off of the barrel for the Utah Valley Wolverine. But it stays in the yard, the 2-1. Down and away, it's 3-1. Pickles have another right-hander warming up out in the right field bullpen. As Hovland awaits the 3-1. Ben Ziegler on deck. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outside the heater, Hovland out in front, and it's a full count. Let's see if Halverson might try to get in motion. 14 for 17 in stolen bases. He represents the go-ahead run. As Hovland now in a battle. Payoff pitch. There goes Halverson. It's cut on and missed. The throw down to second by Campagna. Will skip under the glove of Saldivar in the center, but Stancato able to back it up. But Callan Halverson picks up his 15th stolen bag of the year, but Nick Hovland does strike out for out number 2. Now some confusion. That was only the second out. But it looks like it's going to be batter's interference on Nick Hovland for out number 3. So that's how the bottom of the 6th comes to an end. A strikeout and a batter's interference. And we're through 6, but the Black Bears able to tie it up once again.
And that third out was called on batter.
2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left on. We're through 6, tied up at 6 between Portland and Cowlitz. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Well, fans on the bright side, you still got to...
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Kyler Stancato, Peyton Allen, and Kyle Russell, 7, 8, and 9. For the Pickles, first pitch to Stancato for Alex Brady. He shows bunt, but pulls it back as it's in there for strike number 1. We're tied up at 6 in the top of the 7th inning here in game number 1 of 3 between these two sides. The start of the second to last series in the regular season for both these sides. The 0-1 bounces off a home plate. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Well, the Black Bears able to tie it up in the bottom of the 6th. They're able to plate 2 runs. Callan Halverson almost had his 5th home run of the year, but it banged off with a short wall in front of the Black Bears bullpen as the 1-1. Fastball hit hard, but to Seth Sweetchick at second. Toss to first is in time for out number 1. So Stancato retired, as now they'll bring in Peyton Allen, but Cowlitz bringing in 2. In the bottom of the 6th, Callan Halverson took off to second. Nick Hovland struck out swinging. They called it a batter's interference. That's how the bottom of the 6th closed. So now Peyton Allen digs in. First pitch from Brady. Right over the heart of the plate for strike number 1. Allen today, he's 0 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, looking, and then reached on an error and came in to score back an inning ago. Portland's put up 3 over the last 2 frames each. The 0-1 on the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Now to Peyton Allen. This game's had a little bit of everything. Had a play earlier where both managers were arguing 2 separate things that happened in the play, a batter's interference. The 0-2 fouled off down the right field line. This game's really had a lot. Had guys taken out in the first inning after their first plate appearance for playoff eligibility purposes. Been a wild one between these 2 sides here in game number 1. The 0-2 once again. Fastball ripped foul up the first base line, but a little to the right of the first base bag. Nice job by Allen being able to protect. Already has struck out once today. Has struck out 33 times over 42 games for the Fresno State Bulldog. Brady working from the windup. The 0-2 once again. A high chopper up the third base line, and the Black Bears let this one roll foul. Kyle Russell on deck. After he pitched it for Jose Ruiz back an inning ago. He's now the 3rd player to be in the 9 spot for Mark Magdaleno this evening. The pitch. A liner right to Hovland, who has it on the backhand at 3rd. He makes the grab for out number 2. Allen getting it off the end of the bat. There's now 2 gone for Kyle Russell. A walk on a full count for the Washington State Cougar, his last time up.
34, Kyle Russell.
He digs in from the right side. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 7th. First pitch he sees. Takes upstairs for ball number 1. Russell hit .264 for Washington State this past year. Hitting .176 this summer with the Pickles. The 1-0, a changeup out in front. Counts even at 1-1. Also played for the Falmouth Commodores in the Cape Cod League earlier this summer. Hit .129 over 5 games for Falmouth. Hitless over his last 4. First time in the lineup for him since July 23rd. The 1-1, high and away. 2 balls and a strike. Last time he picked up a hit was on July 15th against Bend. And a 1-for-3 night for him. Brady will step off and reset. With a 2-1 count and 2 outs on the top of the 7th. Tied up at 6. Here's the pitch. Big hack, but Russell comes up empty on the heater. It's 2-2. Black Bears with a win tonight. Would be able to gain a game on the Bend Elks, who are down 12-0 in the top of the 9th inning. The pitch inside for ball number 3, and it's a full count. Russell standing a few feet away from his former Washington State teammate, and Louis Albrecht, who's heading to Central Arizona in the coming weeks. Payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Outside for ball number 4. The fastball just missing off the outer half. Kyle Russell walked for the 2nd time and has many plate appearances. It's a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up the top of the order and Evan Cloyd.
This is the designated hitter, number 17, Evan Cloyd.
Corvallis, in the top of the 9th, up 12-0 over Bend. They look like they're on their way to winning their 15th straight. The Apple Sox battling back against Wenatchee. It's only a 2-run lead now for the Apple Sox, up 7-5 in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Cloyd on the outside corner for strike number 1. Cloyd so far today, 1 for 3 with a solo home run for the Cal Poly product. Second home run of the year for him, now to 10 RBIs as well. Grounded out his last time up, the 0-1 from Brady. Good spot on the outside corner, gets Cloyd to swing through it. It's 0-2. So Brady trying to keep it a tie ball game. Going into the bottom of the 7th inning, Black Bears will have 5, 6, and 7 due up. The lefty from Longview comes set, working from the first base side. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off and out of play over above the Pickles dugout, and we'll do it again. Two home runs in his last 3 games for Cloyd. Did not have a home run over his first 21 games. The 0-2, a chopper up the third base line and foul as it rolls over to the Black Bears dugout. And a nice battle here by the leadoff man for Portland, who didn't even start today, Takatoshi Kasai. Got 1 plate appearance for the Japan native, flew out to Sam Can to lead off the game. But after that, it was Evan Cloyd the rest of the way. Russell, a good lead over at first with Olsen holding him on. The 0-2 in the dirt. Nice block by Albrecht behind the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Brady searching for the punch-out pitch. Has yet to find it. Here against Evan Cloyd. Brady's ready. The 1-2. Ground ball on the left side to Bozette at short. He's going to go the short way to second, and it's going to beat Russell by half a step for out number 3. And the side is retired. A 2-out walk comes to pass for the Pickles as Alex Brady is able to escape. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Time to stretch here at Story Field. Tied up at 6 in a good one. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Cal. It's Black Bears baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com or NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe.
Bottom 7 in Longview. 6-6 your score between Cowlitz and the Portland Pickles. Ben Ziegler, John Olson, and Louis Albrecht against Josiah Shipley. The third arm into the game today for Mark Magdaleno. Ben Ziegler, 1 for 3 with a solo shot. First pitch, he takes down and in for ball number 1. Alex Brady able to get around a 2-out walk in the top of the 7th inning as he was able to get the leadoff man, Evan Cloyd, to ground out on a 6-4. 1 out of Ziegler. Fouls it straight back. Counts even at 1-1. Ziegler opened the scoring in the bottom of the fourth inning. A solo shot to right, his third on the year since then. Pickles, 3 runs in the fifth. Cowlitz, 3 runs in the bottom of the fifth. Portland, a 3 spot in the top of the sixth. And then the Black Bears tied it up with a 2 spot. The 1-1 misses just high and outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Ziegler. Hit in 9 out of his last 11. Trying to pick up his 14th multi-hit game on the year for the Hawaii Rainbow Warrior commit. 2-1. Called on the inside corner. It's 2-2. Ziegler trying to lead this off. Black Bears got their leadoff man on back an inning ago. They've gotten the leadoff man on 3 times today. 2-2. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. Good location down and away from Shipley as he sits down Ziegler, and there's one gone. So this game's starting to settle down after it was a chaotic 5th and 6th innings. So now John Olson will dig in. He's 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Has extended his on-base streak and his hit streak as well. On-base streak up to 18 games. The hit streak to 17. First pitch. Misses outside for ball number 1. Shipley so far today, inning and a third, 2 hits, 1 run, and 2 strikeouts for the right-hander from the College of Idaho. He comes set. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Olson, the RBI single back in the 5th. Brought in 2 runs after an error by Kyler Stancato, the center fielder. Bend Elks down to their final strike in game number 1 at Goss Stadium. The 1-1. Olson lays off a breaker down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Wenatchee putting up 2 in the top of the 7th inning. They now lead 9-5. So everything going the Black Bears' way. Can Cowlitz take care of business themselves? The 2-1. Cut on and miss on a high heater. It's 2-2. So if that result holds in Corvallis, Cowlitz would move to 3 games back of the Bend Elks for that final playoff spot. 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Olson frozen by the fastball down and away. Second straight strikeout, rather the third straight strikeout for Shipley. And there's 2 gone. They'll now bring in Louis Albrecht with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 for 2 day for Louis with a single, a walk, and a strikeout. First pitch. High chopper on the left side. The third baseman, Allen, taking charge. He has it. Sidearm sling to first is in time for out number 3, and it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th for Josiah Shipley. We head to the 8th, tied up at 6 between Cowlitz and Portland. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
The Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard. Weather guard!
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game. Whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care, Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams.
Top 8 tied up at 6 in this game number 1 of 3 between the Portland Pickles and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Keith Jones, Michael Campagna, and Jacob Jablonski, a lefty, righty, and a switch hitter for Mark Magdaleno in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch from the lefty, Alex Brady. Fastball right over the heart of the plate, called for strike number 1 here to Keith Jones, who's reached base 4 times today. Reached on an error in the first, single in the third, a double in the fifth, and was intentionally walked to load the bases in the 6th. Yeah, 1. Misses down and in with the heater. It's 1-1. Keith Jones has reached in 6 out of his last 7. Came in today hitting 176 over his last 5. The 1-1 pitch, good spot, but Brady doesn't get the result on the fastball down and in. 2 balls and a strike now to the New Mexico State signee, Keith Jones. Raising that OBP, was at 420 coming into today. Now has reached base 4 times. 2-1. A little too far inside from Brady. 3-1 now the count. Approaching 9:20 here in Longview. Got started at 6:40 as the sun has set. 3-1. Yanked down and away all the way to the backstop for ball number 4. Keith Jones on for the 5th time today. His 2nd walk, now up to 23 on the year. And the leadoff man is on for Michael Campagna. Looks like a right-hander is warming up for the Black Bears on the left field bullpen. As Michael Campagna, the junior from San Diego, California, digs in from the right side. Looks like Jaden Williamson, the arm warmer for the Black Bears. First pitch, fouled off the front foot of the catcher. It's 0-1. Tied up at 6, top of the 8th inning. One has been a wild one here on Tuesday evening from Story Field. Nothing new for this Pickles team. 17-16 back on Saturday in game number 2 in Bend. Pickles coming away winners. It's a final in Corvallis. 12-0 win for the Corvallis Knights over the Bend Elks. The pitch misses high and away. Counts even at 1-1, so now the Black Bears sit 3 games back of Bend, trying to cut the lead to 2.5 with 5 to play. If they're able to pull this one out. Brady set the 1-1. Cut on and miss at a breaking ball low. Campagna, I think, was expecting fastball as he was well out in front. It's now a ball and 2 strikes. Now 10-5 Wenatchee over Yakima Valley. That one's still in the top of the 7th at Yakima County Stadium. Jones leads off of first. Already a stolen base tonight for him. He stole 3rd early on in this ball game. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball. Got him looking on the inside corner at the knees for out number 1. Brady challenging Campagna down and in with the fastball, and he couldn't pull the trigger. First punch out of the day for Brady, as now there's one gone for Jacob Jablonski. Portland a win tonight would clinch a playoff spot.
First baseman number 15, Jacob Jablonski.
Big game for both sides. 1 out, a runner at first. Jablonski's today is 0 for 4. He's popped out in foul territory his last 2 times up. The first pitch. Cut on and miss at a changeup outside for strike number 1. Jablonski with a hit in 4 of his last 5 coming into tonight, hitting .300 over those previous 5. Went down looking in the first, a fielder's choice in the third, then a pop out to John Olson in foul territory and a pop out to Nick Hovland in foul territory. Brady steps off as Jones retreats back to first. He leads over at the first base bag with 8 stolen bases on the year. The 0-1. Fouled off on the right side. It's 0-2. A leadoff walk issued to Jones. Brady's now walked 2 here today. Trying to keep this game tied in the top of the 8th inning. Brady set of the chest, the 0-2. Fastball just misses down and in. Brady tried to get the same spot that he got Michael Campagna to get rung up on in the previous at-bat. Now a ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. 37 strikeouts for the Cal State Chico product, Jacob Jablonski. Jones a good lead over at first. The 1-2. Got him swinging with the changeup. Brady pulls the string on Jacob Jablonski, who swings right over the top of it. He's now 0 for 5. And there's 2 gone for Eddie Saldivar Jr. And it looks like Mark Magdaleno wants a pinch runner. He is going to pull Keith Jones out of this ball game. And he's going to bring in Hunter Clayton.
And now pinch running at first base, number 16, Hunter Clayton.
A little bit of a surprising call there from Mark Magdaleno. Keith Jones has had great at-bats today, but he opts for Hunter Clayton, who now will run for him over at first. 2 outs and a runner at first for Eddie Saldivar Jr., who has been a menace today so far. Hit in his first 2 plate appearances, a bunt single and an RBI for him in the 5th, then walked with the bases loaded in the 6th. First pitch, he comes up empty. It's 0-1. Clayton stands over at first, the freshman from Hillsboro, Oregon. His 4th game for him this summer. The 0-1. Upstairs, counts even at a ball and a strike. No stolen base attempts for Clayton over at first. As Brady trying to work around the leadoff walk. He's set. The 1-1. Fouled off of Jablonski himself. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A big hack there by Eddie Saldivar Jr., the Long Beach State dirtbag. He's been on base all 4 times today. When he gets up to the plate, usually good things happen for this Portland Pickles team. Saldivar has struck out each of the last 3 games. Brady trying to make it 4. Brady has his sign. 1-2. There goes the runner. It's a chopper to Bozette at short. Charges in on it. It's going to have to be quick. The throw's in time. What a play by Brock Bozette. Was aided by the runner Clayton taking off towards second as he just had to charge in to fire a bullet to first. And Alex Brady able to work around a leadoff walk as Portland, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. You're at Story Field, still tied at 6. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's Coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Nice work, everybody. You are beautiful.
6-6, bottom 8. Seth Sweetchick, Austin Smith, and Sam Canton. 8-9-1 against Josiah Shipley. As Cowlitz trying to take the lead before the 9th. Alex Brady has been able to work through 2+ innings of shutout baseball in relief. First pitch to Seth Sweetchick. Comes up empty on a heater. It's 0-1. Seth today 1 for 3. Grounded into a double play, a single to left, and then a fly out to left center into Kyler Stancotto. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses low. Counts even on a ball and a strike. Defensive changes for Portland. Keith Jones coming out of the game, moving from right to left is Wyatt King, as Hunter Clayton, who pinch ran for Jones, now plays right. 1-1. Cut on him is. It's 1-2. A fastball inside. Shipley challenging Sweetchick. Took a big hack. Now I'll have to shorten up here with a 1-2 count. Shipley's set. Is 1-2. He misses down and away. Counts even at 2-2 here to Seth Sweetchick. Austin Smith, the right fielder, on deck. This game having the feel of a playoff game for both these sides. 2-2. Upstairs with the fastball, and it's a full count. Seth Sweetchick had 2 walks back on Friday, has 20 this year. Trying to get on and represent the go-ahead run and potential winning run for Cowlitz. The payoff pitch. Fastball low for ball number 4. What an at-bat by Seth Sweetchick after going down 1-2, able to work it full and draw the leadoff walk. That will now bring out Brian Grant, the pitching coach for Portland, as a right-hander starts to get loose down the right field bullpen. Looks like we will have a pinch runner for Seth Sweetchick, and it's going to be Cannon Humphreys. New addition to the roster today for the Black Bears. Humphreys from Clark College will take over for Seth Sweetchick over at first.
Black Bear debut from Clark College, number 11, Cannon.
So Sweetchick ends the day 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. That walk, a big one, as now the Black Bears have the go-ahead run standing over at first with Austin Smith coming to the plate as the mound meeting is adjourned. No outs in the bottom of the 8th inning, tied up at 6. Cowlitz jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th. Portland responding with 3. The Black Bears countering with 3 of their own. Then another 3 in the 6th for the Pickles. 2 in the bottom of the 6th for Cowlitz to tie it up. Since then, donuts over the last inning and a half on the scoreboard. Here's Austin Smith, 0 for 2 with a ground out, a fly out, and a walk for the San Diego Toro. Quick look over at first, and Humphreys is able to get back in with a dive. Jablonski, an acrobatic catch over at first on the quick move by Josiah Shipley. Austin Smith. Big situation here, just trying to do a job and get a runner into scoring position. First pitch he sees. He takes a breaking ball down and in for ball number 1. Cowlitz with a big opportunity, cut it to under 3 with 5 to go. 3 stolen bases for Humphreys at Clark. The pitch drilled down the right field line, but it's going to end up hooking foul. As that one ricocheted off of the fitness center here at Lower Columbia College. It's 1-1. Smith destroying that baseball, but just a little too early. Counts even now at 1-1. 12 RBIs on the year for Smith with 5 doubles. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball at the first base line and just foul. Jablonski diving, trying to cover that first base line, but ends up sneaking foul. So now a ball and 2 strikes. Only 5 strikeouts on the year for Austin Smith. The right-hander Shipley comes set. The 1-2. Popped up on the left side. Pickles will give chase. Will end up a souvenir. We'll do it again in a ball and 2 strikes. Deep at-bats, tense moments here on Tuesday night at Story Field. These two teams will do it again at 6:35 tomorrow and 6:35 on Thursday. Cowlitz trying to give themselves a chance heading into Bend to still be in playoff contention. The 1-2 once again. Sent down the left field line. This one will tail foul over into the plaza. A nice battle by Austin Smith, the 9-hitter.
Please tell me that didn't just go in the Chuckaball can. That's unbelievable.
4 straight balls fouled off by Austin Smith. Battling here, down a ball and 2 strikes. Humphreys off of first. The pitch. Breaking ball, and it hits Smith. And now the home plate umpire, Andrew Mervin, saying that he ducked into it. Smith now exchanging words with Mervin. Alan Embry comes out, is now exchanging words with the home plate umpire, Andrew Mervin. Not the first time we've seen Embry out here tonight. A batter's interference, as well as a couple of interesting calls as well. As Smith will be called out. Rather, he won't be. And now Mark Magdaleno coming out, so it's called a still have not seen a count from home plate umpire Andrew Mervin. He's going to call it a ball. So all that for a ball. Austin Smith thought it was a strikeout, but now a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball ripped into right. On the run is Clayton. He'll make the grab for out number 1. Throw's going to come back into first. A strong on there by Clayton, but Humphreys able to get back. So all that for out number 1, but good contact there by Austin Smith. Now there's one gone, and I'll bring up Sam Canton.
Sam Canton.
Canton has reached base all 4 times today. 3 for 3 with a walk and a double for the Gonzaga Bulldog. He digs in from the left side against Shipley. Here's the first pitch. He takes a breaking ball in the inside corner for strike number 1. 1 out, runner over at first, tied up at 6 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Canton, a home run back on Sunday. Solo shot to right field in the bottom of the 8th against Nanaimo. Does he have another one here? The 0-1. Bounce, and it goes all the way to the backstop. Humphreys will take second, and now the go-ahead run stands in scoring position with a count even at 1-1. Here to Sam Canton. 18 RBIs on the year for him. Has an RBI in his last 5. Can he make it 6? And with the ball into the outfield and good speed, and Humphreys out on second, as now time is called, and Michael Campagna will come out to talk to him. Seen everything here tonight. in game number 1. And it looks like they're going to intentionally walk Sam Canton. So they're going to set up the force at any bag with the exception of home. So now we've seen the second intentional walk in this game. And so that will put runners on at first and second for Brock Bozette.
Shortstop number 3. Let's hear it for Brock Bozette.
Bozette 1 for 4. Single back in the 5th. Other than that, a pop out, a strikeout, and a ground out for the Gonzaga Bulldog. Runners on first and second with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning, tied up at 6. Righty on righty matchup, the first pitch. Fastball that Bozette pops up and out of play. It's 0-1. 19 RBIs for the sophomore from Spokane. Now into his 42nd game. Shipley battling out there on the mound. Comes set. The 0-1. Down and in. It's 1-1. Black Bears, the right part of the order. Here late. All started with a leadoff walk from Seth Sweetchick. Austin Smith with hard contact to right, but ended up being caught, and then the intentional walk to Sam Canton. Humphreys, who pinch ran for Sweetchick on at second. He has a good lead with Canton over at first. Here's the 1-1. The breaking ball just misses high and away. It's 2-1. Cowlitz trying to get within 2.5 games of that final playoff spot. Also can gain a game on Yakima Valley, who are now trailing 10-5. The 2-1, down and away. It's 3-1. Shipley in danger of loading the bases, with Callan Halverson standing in the on-deck circle. The second baseman, Saldivar Jr., flashing in at second. The 3-1 pitch called on the outside corner for strike number 2. Bozette thought it was ball number 4. He dropped the bat. Now he's asking home plate umpire Andrew Mervin for the zone. Payoff pitch coming up here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Shipley comes set. The payoff pitch. Fastball high and away for ball number 4. That will load the bases for Callan Halverson. Mark Magdaleno immediately out of the first base dugout. And that will be it for Shipley. He gets 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. But 2 walks and an intentional walk have loaded the bases for Callan Halverson. 6-6 your score in the bottom of the 8th inning with the bases loaded and 1 out and a new arm coming into the game. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Fiber C, member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Levi Kiuchi, the new arm into the game, the Washington native out of the University of Hawaii, making his 14th appearance this summer, 1-2 with a 4.15 ERA. Has gone 17 1/3, does have 3 saves as he comes in a tough situation. Bases loaded with 1 out in a tie ball game at 6 in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Black Bears. Second appearance this summer for Kiyoshi against Cowlitz. When an inning in 2/3, striking out 3 back on July 6th in that game 2. 3-0 shutout win for the Portland Pickles. Kiyoshi relieves Josiah Shipley, who's out of the game after 2 1/3. Corner's going to come in for Portland. With 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch to Halverson. Fastball cut on and miss for strike number 1. Halverson today 2 for 4. RBI single his last time up, that bounced off of the short wall in left right in front of the Black Bears bullpen. A few feet away from giving Cowlitz a 7-6 lead at that time. Can still do it here. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Towering a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Kyle Russell coming back, and he misses it. This one drops down. Coming to the plate is Humphreys. The throw will go into third. Canton will be out. But that one getting lost in the lights as Cowlitz takes the lead. But now it becomes the conversation of whether there's an infield fly rule. Michael Campani is now over at first. Talking to home plate umpire Andrew Mervin. That becomes a call. Well, it looks like they're going to call Halverson out, so the runners do get to advance. As Humphreys comes in to score, Canton now called safe at third with Brock Bozette standing out on second. Any way you can to take the lead.
The third baseman, number 38, let's hear it for Nick Hovland.
Here's Nick Hovland with 2 outs. 0 for 3 today for Hov. First pitch. High and in with the heater. It's 1-0. Kiuchi comes set at the belt. Here's the 0-1. Rather 1-0. It's a high chopper foul up the third base line. Counts even at 1-1. This game has really just had everything today. Any single thing you can think of, it has had it. A wild one here on Tuesday evening in Longview. But Cowlitz out in front, 7-6. The 1-1. Breaking ball cut on and missed. As Hovland chases a slider down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Already 2 strikeouts today for Hovland, who's now got to protect. He's got Can at third and Bozette out on second. Cowlitz trying to get some insurance now. The 1-2. Ripped down the right field line. On the run is Clay, and he's not going to get there, and it's a fair ball. Canton will score. Bozette will score. On his way to second, and rounding second now is Hovland. The throw comes back in. The relay to third. The tag in time. But a 2 RBI double for Nick Hovland, who's thrown out trying to extend it into a triple. But the damage is done for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 8th inning. They put up 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th as they now lead 9-6 going to the top of the 9th. Jaden Williamson coming on, trying to close this one down for the Black Bears. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Hi, it's Jess.
And Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year.
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard. Weather guard!
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams.
Jaden Williamson on looking to close this one down. Here in the top of the ninth inning, Cowlitz in the lead at 9-6 over the Portland Pickles after an interesting bottom of the eighth inning. Wyatt King to lead things off for the Pickles. They go 6, 7, and 8. First pitch from Williamson. Fastball misses high for ball number one here to Wyatt King. Hitting .227 this summer, his first plate appearance. Now playing left here today after he came in originally in right, the 1-0. Misses down and away, it's 2-0. King last played on July 27th against Walla Walla. Last time he picked up a plate appearance, 2-0, right over the heart of the plate. It's 2-1. Was the day before that on the 26th, going 1 for 2 against the Sweets in the 8-1 victory with 2 walks and a stolen base as well. Trying to lead things on for the Pickles, trailing by 3, the 2-1. High and in. It's 3-1. Kyler Stancano, the center fielder, on deck. In the top of the ninth inning. Nick Hovland, they called it a 2 RBI triple for the Washington Husky. That gave the Black Bears a 9-6 lead. The pitch, soft liner in the center. Ziegler coming on. He has the grab for out number 1. King flies out. And there's one gone. Williamson with a save this year. That came back against Ridgefield on July 23rd. A 6-out save for the right-hander from LCC. Here's Kyler Stancano with 1 out and nobody on in the top of the ninth inning. Cowlitz leading 9-6. 2 for 4 today for Stancano with an RBI. First pitch from Jaden. Outside for ball number 1. Can give you the final line on Alex Brady. Currently in line for the win. 2 1/3, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The 1-0. High and away. It's 2-0. Both these teams going blow for blow here this evening. The 2-0. High and away. It's 3-0. Cowlitz can cut the lead to 2.5, but Yakima Valley not going away quickly. They now trail 10-9. That one in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch called at the knees. It's 3-1. But a 4 spot in the bottom of the 7th for the Pippins. Have it a 1-run game in Yakima. Williamson's 3-1. Fouled off on the left side, and it's a full count. First 2 batters that Jaden Williamson has faced have been 3-ball counts. But now trying to get Kyler Stancato here. Peyton Allen, the third baseman, on deck for the Pickles. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard and foul. This one will end up in the parking lot. Down the left field line, Stancato, a good battle here. Pair of singles and a pair of groundouts to Seth Sweetchick, who is at second. Brady Majeski now in the game. The 3-2 once again, and he lost him. Fastball misses outside for ball number 4, and the Pickles have life in the top of the 9th inning. That will now bring in Peyton Allen. Hitless today, 0 for 3 with a walk. As Koya Nishizawa comes into the on-deck circle for the Pickles. Righty and lefty matchup. First pitch from Williamson. Runs inside and goes all the way to the backstop. Stancato will have second. So now a runner in scoring position and a 1-0 count for Peyton Allen. A walk, a strikeout, reached on an error, and then a line out for him. This game over 3 hours here for game number 1. The 1-0. Called at the belt on the outer half. It's 1-1. Allen, the sophomore from Fresno State, trying to extend his hit streak to 4 games. The 1-1. High and away from Williamson. It's 2-1. Jaden threw on Sunday. Got the final 3 outs after Cade McGee got into the 9th inning against Nanaimo. The 2-1. Chop foul over towards the Black Bears dugout. Counts even at 2-2. Portland, with a win tonight, would clinch a playoff spot. That looking bleak at the moment. Williamson comes set at the belt, working from the stretch. The 2-2. Fastball just misses outside. And it's a full count. Nishizawa on deck. You're with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Payoff pitch. Ground ball at the third base line. I'll just sneak foul. And we'll do it again. Allen not going down quietly. Cowlitz took the initial lead. Portland led. Then Cowlitz regained it immediately in the 5th. Pickles took a 2-run lead. Cowlitz tied it up. And then a 3 spot in the bottom of the 8th to give the Black Bears a 3-run lead. The 3-2. Got him looking at the knees for strike number 3. Williamson rings up Peyton Allen. And the Pickles are down to their final out this evening. And it will come down to Koya Nishizawa.
Number 2, Koya Nishizawa.
He's now the 4th player to be in the 9th spot tonight for Mark Magdaleno. 2 outs and a runner on at second in the top of the 9th with Cowlitz leading 9-6. First pitch. He's swinging, fouls it off down the right field line for strike number 1. Nishizawa from Japan. Clackamas Community College freshman, 5'10", 160 pounds. And 167 over 4 games, going 1 for his first 6 at the plate. Last plate on Sunday, going 0 for 2 with a walk against Ben, the 0-1. Fastball right down Broadway for strike number 2. Cowlitz trying to outlast the Pickles in game number 1. 0-2 the count with 2 outs and a runner on at second with a 9-6 lead for the Black Bears. Cowlitz trying to cut it to 2.5 games. The 0-2. Fastball, a high chopper to the left of the mound. Williamson has his throw to first is in time. The Cowlitz Black Bears able to outslug the Portland Pickles in game number 1, putting up 3 in the bottom of the 8th inning as they take a big one, 9-6 here on Tuesday evening. Cowlitz is now 2.5 games out of a playoff spot in the West Coast League after a 12-0 victory for the Corvallis Knights over the Bend Elks. It is now down to 2.5 games as the Black Bears now hope Wenatchee will be able to hold on against Yakima Valley as they lead 10-9. Cowlitz chasing both those teams. If Wenatchee can hang on, the first spot out of the playoffs that Yakima Valley holds will be down to half a game. But right now the Bend Elks playoff lead has been cut down to 2.5 by the Cowlitz Black Bears. Yakima Valley still out in front of the Black Bears, but Cowlitz now 2.5 back with 5 games to go as they are able to win a long one here on Tuesday evening. The Black Bears tonight, 9-6 winners. Portland 6 runs on 6 hits and 4 errors. Cowlitz 9 runs on 11 hits and 3 errors. The win tonight goes to Alex Brady, while the loss goes to Josiah Shipley, and the save goes to Jaden Williamson in a game that took 3 hours and 16 minutes to complete here at Story Field. Game number 2 coming up tomorrow at 6:35. The season series now even at 2 games apiece between these two sides. Cowlitz has now won 2 in a row. They improve to 23-25 overall, 500 in the second half at 11-11. And now Cowlitz, looking at this playoff picture, are only 2.5 games back of the Bend Elks, who are holding that final playoff spot. We'll have to see what happens in Yakima between the Pippins and the Apple Sox. But Cowlitz are back in it. 5 games to go. 2.5 games out of a playoff spot for this Cowlitz Black Bears team. They'll need help from Wenatchee against Yakima Valley. They'll need the Corvallis Knights to continue to keep on winning, who have now won 15 in a row. But the Black Bears taking care of business in game number 1 against the Portland Pickles, being able to outlast this Pickles team by a final score of 9-6. Well, a wild one here in game number 1 on Tuesday night. Should be just as fun tomorrow at 6:35. You can, of course, here on Mixlr.com and watch it live on YouTube as well. Brennan Riley signing off for the final time on Tuesday evening. The Black Bears 9-6 winners. They have a pretty legitimate chance now with 5 games to go of scratching out a playoff spot for the first time in 10 years. Game number 2 at 6:35. Tomorrow I'll talk to you then. You've been listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.